Welcome to this completely free course on how to build a faceless YouTube channel, literally from A to Z, everything you need to know to become successful with this business model. And with that being said, let's start off with what YouTube automation actually is. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to cover what is YouTube automation and why it's the #1 way to make money online. Right? So that's what we're going to cover in this video. So firstly, YouTube automation is a way to make money with YouTube without ever actually creating the videos yourself or without ever actually showing your face online, right? So let me actually show you guys an example channel. Let me just open one for you so I can just show you an example so you know how that whole thing looks like, right? Let's say, for example, Magnet Media. This is a quite big one, but just as an example, so you kind of get the understanding what it is. Now, you don't have to post like these quality or top quality videos like this channel is doing. We're going to get into more of that in the program, but let me just show you. So as you see, no one shows their face in this video, right? So this is basically a YouTube automation channel or faceless YouTube channel. I like to call it faceless YouTube channel. Yeah. I like to call it that way, but many people know it through YouTube automation. So that's why I just refer to that, right? Now, this is done by outsourcing the entire video production process to talented freelancers, right? So you don't have to show your face and you don't have to create the videos because you can literally outsource the entire video production process to talented freelancers online, okay? So you don't have to create the videos. So the script writing, voiceovers, video editing, and thumbnail design, all of this is done by freelancers who have years of experience with content creation, right? Now, many people ask me like, hey, should I outsource or should I do it myself? Now, if you've never created content yourself and you really want to make money as soon as possible, then I would recommend outsourcing right away because all of these guys have years of experience. And to get to that level where they are at, you're going to spend at least 3 months of just learning how to create content, right? So that's why I would just outsource it from the start on if you have some extra money, right? Now, how the whole process basically works is like this. So you are the channel owner, then you pay around about, let's say $50 to the freelancers to create an entire video from the thumbnail design to the script, to the voiceover, to the video editing. Let's say, I hope you guys can see this is $50. I really hope so. But yeah, they then basically create the full video for you, deliver the full video to you, and you then post it to your YouTube channel. And then as the video generates views, that video can make you $3,000. It can make you $10,000. It's all depending on how many views the video actually gets, right? So you have to spend like literally almost zero time on the video. You pay the freelancers for the video production, you post it to the YouTube channel, and then you post it, the video gets views, and you get paid by YouTube directly, okay? So here's exactly why YouTube, or why it's the #1 business model out there. So first of all, you have unlimited scaling potential, right? Unlimited scaling potential just because you can create as many channels as you want to, because you can just create another channel and just hire more freelancers. And then you can do more videos, right? Because you don't show your face on camera and you don't even create the videos yourself. And that's why you can literally start as many channels as you want to. Like for example, we currently post around 25 to 30 videos a day to multiple different channels. And I can only do that because I have experienced freelancers who do the hard work for me, okay? Now this is recession proof. You get extremely high profit margins. So now let me actually explain that. And it's crazy. You guys are probably not gonna believe me, but just let me know, then I'll do like a whole case study on that. But why I say you have the highest profit margins is because you pay $50 for a video, right? If that video gets 100,000 views, and in most cases, like if you really know what you're doing, your videos are gonna get a bunch of views. That's already $500 to $1,000 generated, right? Now we had one channel, just as an example, where we went from $0, and you guys will see that within the whole program, from $0 to making $60,000 $60,000 in 1 month, right? Now, how much do you guys think I spent on content creation? Now, to make $60,000, I spent only round about okay, I hope you guys, like, my drawing is not the best, but I spent around $5,000 to $7,000 on content creation, which is over 85% profit margin. And I don't know which other business model gives it to you or such high profit margins, right? Now, obviously, you need to know what you're doing, but after this, you will know what you're doing, okay? So yeah, that's why I say highest profit margins. Don't know any business model that can compete with YouTube automation. Now, the other thing you get is, and why it's the best business model, is you get passive income. I literally don't know any business model out there which can make you money while you sleep, while you're at the gym, while you, I don't know, travel, while you cook, whatever you do, as long as your channel gets views, you literally make money. And that's the awesome part about YouTube. Just waking up in the morning and seeing like, hey, okay, my channel got 100,000 views through the night, so I made 500 euros or 1,000 euros or US dollars, right? Or even more. That's like the awesome part. You get full on passive income. Once the video is posted, that video can make you money for years, okay? Now, with the passive income, you get freedom as well. You can literally do this from anywhere in the world, from like literally anywhere. So that gives you location freedom. You can work whenever you want to. That gives you time freedom. And you can make a bunch of money with it, which gives you financial freedom. So YouTube is definitely very good at passive income and giving you freedom. Then you don't need any special skills or knowledge to start, right? Now, the only thing you would need is a bit of like, if you want to create the content yourself, which I would not recommend, I would just recommend outsource it right away. Then you would need some kind of video editing knowledge, but that's something you can learn, like I already said. So this is basically why, in my eyes, YouTube automation is the best business model out there. And I don't see any other business model coming near to this when it comes to all of these points. And yeah, so this is basically what YouTube automation is and why it's the #1 business model out there. If you guys have any questions for the whole business model, make sure to shoot me a message and I'll make sure to explain everything to you guys. And then we will see each other in the next video. Now you know exactly what YouTube automation is, but now let's actually deep dive into this system, the whole YouTube automation system. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to go over the YouTube automation system. So everything about YouTube automation and what's included, how the system looks like. We're going to go over all of that in this video now, okay? So it might be a bit of a longer video, we'll see, but let's get started. Okay, so this is basically the whole process of YouTube automation, right? Now, firstly, you need to get an idea. Then you need to create the video. So you can create the video yourself, or you can hire freelancers to create the videos for you, which means you hire a scriptwriter, a voiceover artist, and a video editor. And lastly, and most importantly, a thumbnail designer. Then once the video is done, you take it, you upload it to YouTube. Now you can create a channel for free. It's free to create a YouTube channel, and then you upload the Faceless videos to YouTube. Now, once the videos have been uploaded, and they generate views, you monetize the videos through ads, and these ads are set up by YouTube, so you don't have to set up ads or anything like that. They're actually done by YouTube, okay? So this is basically, firstly, you get a video idea, you create the video, or the team creates the video for you, you upload it to YouTube, and you make money, okay? So this is the simple process. But now, firstly, let's actually see the difference between a personality channel and a faceless channel. So for a personality channel, you need to be on camera. Now, this is almost like Mr. Beast, Iman Gazzi, Ryan Trahan. So you need to be on camera. Then these channels actually do highly depend on a personality. So that's why many people don't do it. Firstly, they don't want to be on camera. And secondly, maybe they don't think they have such entertaining personality, right? And then you can't really delegate much. You have to be there physically. You have to create videos, otherwise you won't make money. Now with faceless YouTube channels, as you see here, there are no faces. in the thumbnails, you hire a team to create the content for you. You can delegate all of the work to talented freelancers, mainly from third world countries. You can scale way faster and way bigger than here personality channels. Like obviously you can look at MrBeast and say like, okay, he makes millions of dollars. But with Faceless YouTube channels, you can scale way faster just because you don't need to be in front of the camera. Secondly, you can create way more videos because you hire a team that creates the videos for you. Okay. And then lastly, with Faceless channels, you don't need to appear on camera, which is perfect. Like most people always come to me and say like, hey, I want to get a piece of the pie from the YouTube revenue, but I don't want to show my face on camera. And this is then where a Faceless YouTube channel comes in perfectly. And most people don't even know that there is something like Faceless YouTube channels. So yeah, there is actually something like Faceless YouTube channels where you don't have to show your face on camera to make money with YouTube, okay? So how the YouTube ecosystem looks like. So they're the creators, channels, and people who create content for YouTube. They actually post videos to YouTube, and then they are the advertisers, brands and companies that pay YouTube to run ads. They actually, like already just explained, they pay YouTube to put ads on your videos, okay? So the creators post videos on YouTube and the advertisers pay YouTube to put ads on your videos. Okay. Now the content creators receive around 55% of YouTube's ad revenue in 2024. Okay. I actually just wrote X. Let me actually Google that, but I think it's like $64 billion. Let me just add it in. All right. $64 billion. Like that. Okay. So in 2024, YouTube's global advertising revenue amounted to approximately $64 billion US. Now, I'm actually not completely sure about that. But yeah, something in that direction. You guys can Google that. Actually, no, not completely sure, but it's a very, very big number. Okay. Now, how this basically works is the advertisers pay YouTube, right? 100% of the revenue. Then the creators get the 55% of the revenue, or of the money that the advertisers actually pay YouTube. The creators get 55% and YouTube takes the rest. So this is basically how the YouTube ecosystem works, okay? So next up, how to actually make money with YouTube. Now, what you need for that is 1,000 subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to actually join the YouTube partnership program, where you can then place ads on your videos, okay? Now, I know this might sound like a lot. It really might sound like a lot, but it is really not that much. Like you can do it quite quickly if you know what you're doing. I mean, I've been monetizing channels under 10 days. You will see all of the case studies while going through this program. Students of mine have been doing it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days. So it really doesn't take that long. You can go through that quite quickly and get monetized quite quickly. The most important thing is just you need to pick the right niche, and that's something you'll learn in this program, okay? So yeah, like I said, this won't take forever, but you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, how much money can you actually make with YouTube? Now, firstly, CPM, it's cost per 1,000 views. How much advertisers are paying for every 1,000 views or impressions on their advertising, right? So these two, you actually need to know these two terms. Then RPM, revenue per 1,000 views, how much you make per 1,000 views, okay? So CPM is how much is made in total, okay? And then RPM is how much you actually take home per 1,000 views. So if you have, for example, an RPM of $5 and you get 1,000 views, you make $5. If you get 10,000 views, you make $50. If you get 100,000 views, you get you make $500. If you get 1 million views, you make $5,000. And if you make 10 million views, you get paid $50,000. Now, 10 million views or even 1 million views, even 100,000 views may sound like a lot, but if you know what you're doing, it is not a lot. I can literally quickly show you guys a channel. Let me just quickly go there. Okay, so everything will be pixeled now around the YouTube channel because I don't want to show the channel publicly because I don't want hundreds of people copying this exact channel, okay? So we started this channel on the 13th of January. We got 1,360 views. Then next day we got 1,100 views. Then after that, the day after that, we got 14,600 views. And then the day after that, almost 10,000 views. And now at the moment, the channel is blowing up. We're getting around about 4,000 views an hour. So I just want to show you guys that it's not that hard, right? And this channel is literally 5 days old now, and we're getting 4,000 views an hour at the moment. So like I said, 1 million views, even 10 million views, it's really not that much, okay? Now, let me actually quickly show you guys how the whole Faceless channel looks like. And you can literally go ahead and you can look at this channel yourself after this video, right? So Ultimate Discovery is a Faceless YouTube channel, as you guys can see here. So here, they literally got 10 million views on one video, and that video is 1 year old, okay? Then here, another one, 7 million views in 1 year, 6.7 million views 1 year, 6 million views 1 year, 5.7 million views 1 year, 4.8 million views 1 year, and so on. You can literally go check this channel out. This channel is making anywhere from $35,000 to almost $100,000 a month. And if I look at the length of these videos, because the longer the videos are, the more ads you can actually place and the more money you make, right? So I would say this channel is probably making around about $100,000 a month while posting faceless videos to YouTube. And literally anyone and everyone can do this. I always get so excited about this, but it's like literally the reality. Everyone can build a faceless YouTube channel. I mean, even my dad built a faceless YouTube channel, right? Everyone can build a faceless YouTube channel. Now, once again, here's again the whole process of creating the whole video. So I just want to go through that again with you guys. And then throughout the course, I'll go more into detail into this. So firstly, you need to come up with the idea. Now make sure the idea is original, it's creative, and it's trendy and interesting. If it's not interesting then no one is going to click on your video, okay? So the idea is one of the most important things of your whole YouTube channel, okay? Now the original one, you can still take a bunch of inspiration from here and then basically give it a little twist and create your own version of that, right? Of your competitor channels. You can literally take them as inspiration and create your own versions of that, okay? Now the thumbnail, also extremely important. And I usually recommend you guys to create or to come up with the idea and then first create the thumbnail before you actually create the rest of the video, just so you can see, hey, can I actually create a thumbnail that fits the video and that drives enough attention to actually get people to click, okay? So for the thumbnail, you want to make sure it gets people curious, right? It should be very clear and very simple, right? So these are the main things for the thumbnail. So you want people to stop, think like, hey, okay, this looks interesting, or what's happening here? That's what you want. And then people are going to click on your video. Now you want it very clear. You want that everything can be very easily, the text is very readable, very easy to understand. And that's why it needs to be very simple, okay? Now for the script, you need a good hook to hook people into the video. It needs to retain attention. You need to add storytelling to the script. And then at the end, you can just put a call to action to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and watch another video. Then, or you can also do this in the middle of the video. Then you need a voiceover. Now, this needs to be clear, dynamic, or you can even use AI. Now, you can use AI. You can use the, what's it called? The website ElevenLabs. ElevenLabs. We're actually getting to that in the video as well, or in this course. But for the voiceover, you can just make sure that it's clear, dynamic, or you can use AI, the platform ElevenLabs, really good. And now for editing, you need to make sure that the video is people orientated. You need to keep in mind that people are going to watch the video, okay? So you want to make it as interesting as possible. And then, yeah, make the video as valuable as possible. Sorry guys, it's already quite late and I've been filming for quite long, but you need to make sure that the video is valuable. You need to retain attention in the video. With these very short attention spans these days, you want to make sure that the video is quite fast edited. Then you want to add sound effects. This always gives some extra, I would say, almost flavor to the video, but just that little extra for the video. Then you want to add background music that fits the video and the whole vibe of the video. Then here, obviously, footage. You can use stock footage, footage of other YouTube videos, images, all of these things. Or you can use animations, right? Now, these are a bit more difficult to make, but yeah. Now, where do you actually find content creators if you want to outsource all of this? So you can find them on Fiverr, Upwork, or X. Okay, we're going to go more deeper into that later on, where you exactly hire which person. And yeah, so now let's get into what YouTube really wants, okay? So YouTube has two main goals. Number one is to predict what the viewer wants to watch, because they want to keep people on YouTube for longer so they can actually end up making more money, okay? So they want to maximize long-term engagement and satisfaction. This goes to this as well, just because, like I said, they want to keep people on YouTube for as long as possible so they can make more money. Now, how can you take advantage of this? Now, firstly, you want to create good videos, because then it will lead to more satisfied viewers, which means longer time on YouTube. YouTube can place more ads and they make more money. Now, the best would be if you make very good videos, the viewers are very satisfied and they watch even more videos on your YouTube channel, right? Because then that's going to have like almost a snowball effect. All of your videos are going to go viral, right? And then YouTube sees like, hey, okay, your channel is actually keeping the viewers on YouTube for extremely long and they're clicking more and more and more of your videos. And then YouTube notices like, hey, because of that channel, people are on YouTube for a way longer time and we can make way more money. So they're going to push your channel out, because that's basically, or that will end up in more money for you and for YouTube as well. Okay, so this is basically the whole YouTube automation system. Whoops. I hope all of this makes sense. Let me know. You can send me a message if something doesn't make sense or put it into the group. But yeah, this is the whole system. Make sure to check out this channel. This channel is crushing it. I wouldn't recommend you guys though to copy this channel, because you're in most cases going to fail. This channel is already very big. But yeah, we're going to get into everything very deeply in this free course. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Before I show you guys exactly how to find niches, how a good niche looks like, and everything that has to do with niche research, check out this case study video with Marvin that just proves that YouTube automation is still possible in 2025. Today, we have another student interview with a student that has made over $200,000 in the last 10 months with his Faceless YouTube channels.
Yeah, last month with all my channels, I did about over $200,000 in 1 year. Yes.
And there's also a lot to learn from him. So if you are looking to get the exact same results, just check out the first link in the video description, book a call, and let's see if you would be a good fit to work with me, and let's get you the same results. And now enjoy the interview. Very excited to have you here. Would you like to introduce yourself before we, go cover your whole journey and everything we have achieved together?
Yes. My name is Marvin and I'm from Germany. I'm currently 24 years old, and yes, I start about 3 years with YouTube, and yes.
Awesome, man. Before we dive into the results you've gotten over the last 1.5 years roundabout, let's actually have a look at what you did before that. Did you already run channels? Did you try channels? What did you do? How was your life back then? What did you do?
Yes, I working at the car industry, and I tried to try a lot of different channels and niches on YouTube, but yes, it's so difficult without good knowledge and experience, and that's why I failed every single channel. And yeah, then I met Steffen on Instagram and worked with him for help.
Okay, awesome, man. And tell me, what were your biggest frustrations back then? Like, what were you struggling with? Because you already said like your channels were failing, but what were your biggest frustrations?
I didn't find the right topics on YouTube, and yeah, I tried different topics, especially at health and car niche, but the video topics was, yeah, I didn't find the right topics, so that was the main problem.
Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, it's one of the most important things on YouTube. I always say like you can have the best video on YouTube, but if you have a bad topic, nobody will watch the video. And if you have like a really good topic with a bad video, people are still gonna watch the video. So 100%, man, topics are very, very important. Okay, so we connected on Instagram, then we hopped on a call and I showed you the whole inner circle program. What made you say like, hey, okay, let me do this. Let's, work together.
Um, I was in many other programs before you, and I didn't get any good information from them. And I see your results on the Instagram stories a lot since, yeah, straight 1 year. And that's why I try to contact you. And yes, that's the reason.
And how were the first weeks, working together?
Oh, there was a lot of videos in your university, and yeah, I was very overwhelmed with it. But with time, I get a good structure, and yeah, the first results very quick.
Okay, and then after you watched like the whole White Hair University, we hopped on a call together and picked like the first niche for you. How helpful was that?
This was very helpful because YouTube is full of different niches, and to pick the right one that you can get monetized, yeah, very quickly is very hard because there are so many other players on YouTube, and yeah, that was very helpful.
Okay, and in terms of results, where are we currently at? I know you're running like multiple different channels already, but let's actually have a look at the first one we did. That was actually the channel that, you were running for quite a while already, unsuccessful. We kind of turned it around. So how is that channel going at the moment?
Okay, the channel makes in the last 28 days, last month, over 900,000 views and over $5,400.
Yes, that's awesome, man. And then how much did this channel make in, the last 1 year roundabout? Um, or last 1.5 years, something like that, right? But you can just go to lifetime. I think that'd be the easiest.
Yes, in the last year, the channel makes over 11 million views, and you can see over 70,000 US dollar
Yes.
revenue in 1 year.
Yeah, that's insane. Could you just refresh? Because I get under every single video that it's fake. So just
Yes.
refresh so they can see it's real. Okay, awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. And then just a quick question, because you're running like multiple channels, right? How much did you
Yes.
make in total, like in the last year until now?
Yeah, last month with all my channels, I did about over 200,000 dollar in 1 year. Yes.
Yes, that's insane. And currently per month, you're at like 20, 30,000, right? Round about there.
Yes, yeah, about 20,000 dollar.
Yeah, that's insane. And how much is your profit margin, if I may ask? Roundabout. Just like a rough estimate.
About over 60%.
Okay, that's good. That's why we love Faceless YouTube channels, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so firstly, awesome results. I think like especially for 1 year. And I think the biggest difference between you and someone who's not getting results is just that you actually put in the work. I spoke about music channels just as an example. And then a month later, you sent me your music channel, already making money as far as I can remember, or it was like close to getting monetized. And that's exactly what you have to do. Like, there's so many people who join a mentorship program and expect to just randomly start to make money, but you actually have to do something, right? So big props out to you. You're, one of the hardest working people I know for, especially when it comes to YouTube. And I think that's why you're getting so crazy results, especially like in the last year. I mean, you have been doing YouTube for 1.5 years roundabout now, and you made $200,000 this year or in the last year?
Well, this year.
Yeah, that's insane. And we're only in end of month 10. So that's insane. Okay, so then the second last question I would have for you, where do you see yourself in 6 to 12 months from now?
Hopefully with 10 more channels monetized. We currently work on 6 new channels. They should be monetized in the next few days, I hope. And yes, I think we can hit 50 to 100,000 US or dollar per month.
100% achievable. Now, one last question for anyone who's watching this right now, who's on the fence of, starting their Faceless YouTube channel, or even, someone who's on the fence of working with me, what would you tell them?
Yeah, just do it. And the biggest thing is test a lot of channels, and that's the reason you get success by testing a lot of channels.
Okay, yeah, that's 100% possible. Appreciate you, sharing that or sharing everything you shared today in the call with us. And then we'll speak again, hopefully in the next roundabout 6 months to 1 year, when you then hit like 50 to 100K a month. And yeah, thank you for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the interview. As Marvin already said, the biggest learning is just testing as many niches as possible. In the end of the day, YouTube is a numbers game, but it is very important to test the right niches, right? So if you want my help, then just check out the first link in the video description. Book your call with us and let's see if you would be a good fit to work one-on-one with me. Let's get you the same results. And then we'll obviously see each other tomorrow in the next video. All right, now let's get into the niche research module. Make sure to get yourself a pen and a notebook to write everything down because you are going to learn a lot. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, we will go over the mindset you need when looking for a niche, especially a good niche, okay? So firstly, you don't want to rush the process. If you rush, I can almost guarantee you that you are gonna fail, okay? So give yourself enough time to find a niche, okay? Now, what I would recommend you to do is literally give yourself 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to really find a niche. And throughout this module, you will see, I'll show you exactly how to find a niche and try to find as many niches as possible. In the beginning, it's really gonna not be that easy. It's really not gonna be easy to find a niche in the beginning. But once you've done it once, it's gonna get easier and easier and easier to find a niche. But the most important thing is just don't rush the process. Do it with time. Don't rush into niches because trust me, I've been rushing into niches in the past as well. And almost every single time I rush into a niche, the channel fails, okay? So make sure, go through this module, take the steps and try them yourself, okay? And then don't rush the process. Just do it on your own time. Try to do it 1 to 2 hours a day. And trust me, you are going to find a niche, okay? Now, some days you might not find anything interesting. Other days you might find something interesting. But the most important part is just being very consistent with niche research and just doing it 1 to 2 hours a day and not rushing the process. Take your time, very important. And I don't repeat this over and over and over for nothing. I'm really serious about this, okay? So yeah, like I said, don't rush the process. Take your time. Take 1 to 2, 3 to 4 to maybe even 2 months, right? Nobody is chasing you to find a good niche. But the best would be if you set yourself a deadline, you look at the channels you already have, and then you can decide like, hey, okay, what niche looks good, what doesn't, okay? And then don't overthink the process. So it's a very, very simple process, but it's a process that you have to do over and over and over and over and over and over again to then find a good niche, okay? Now, I also have like, in this module, you will see that I also have like a whole niche research checklist, which I really want you to use. Now, what I also mean with don't overthink the process is you will see I will have different points and different characteristics of every niche or of a good niche. But if you find a niche and your niche literally ticks off all boxes except this one, then still test it out. Right? Still test it out. If you don't test it, you will never know if it if it would work or not, right? So that's why I always say, like, just test it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And if it does work, then it's awesome. But even if it doesn't work, you just keep on testing. And that's why I say, like, just keep on doing niche research the whole time. And eventually, like, if you stick to it long enough, you are going to find a very good niche and you're going to make a lot of money with YouTube, okay? All it just takes with YouTube to win with YouTube is literally one channel, and you're going to make thousands of dollars. You're going to know exactly how this works. And yeah, you can repeat it over and over and over and over again. So yeah, so the two main points I just want you to take away from this video is don't rush the process of doing niche research and don't overthink it, okay? This is basically it for this video, also very short video, but I really want you guys to maybe even look at this video twice just so that you understand exactly what mindset you should have. Hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video again. Since so many people have been asking me what tool do I use to do niche research, I thought let me just quickly do this video. So the tool I use is actually called ElevenLabs, and you will see if you just go back to the Skool post, I will have a link inside there, and if you want to get it, it's like 13 euros or something a month. 100% worth it, like not even joking. Plus you get 20% off if you just use code Steffen20. Now let me actually show you how insane this tool is, okay? So let me just open a new YouTube homepage. Now I use this tool, as I already mentioned, for niche research, and this probably saves me hours and hours and hours of actually doing research. So I just quickly want to switch over to my niche research account. Exactly, now we have it. So this is actually a brand new account I just created today. So the first thing, once you actually optimize your YouTube homepage, or you want to use your YouTube homepage to do niche research on, first thing you do is you just scroll until the bottom until you find this. Now the most insane thing you now do with ElevenLabs, instead of literally going through and always, looking for faceless channels that are very small, getting a lot of views manually, you can literally come here to filters like that, and then just filter subscriber count down to like 39,000. And now you're going to see all of the small channels that are actually listed on your homepage. So this is going to save you already maybe like 10, 20 minutes if your YouTube homepage is super big. So this is already super, super strong, right? Now, the next thing you can actually do with this, so let's actually go to this channel. Now on this channel, this will be a quite small channel. So not sure how like accurate the analytics will be, but you can literally go to analytics, and now you can see, like, it's always first going to load. Then you can reveal the channel revenue. Now this is not 100% accurate, but it can really help you a lot with deciding if you want to go into a niche or not. It's usually much lower than it actually is. Now on this channel is brand new, so it maybe doesn't have all of the data yet, but you can literally see the views, how many views this channel got. Then you can see the RPM of this channel. So here we can see this channel has a $5.6 RPM. Then here the top geographies. So here we can see, okay, United States is the country where most of the views come from, which is actually what we're targeting for, because if you get your main amount of views from the US, you're obviously going to have a higher RPM. Now here we can also see the age. Not sure why it's actually reloading now. Sometimes it's glitching, but it's still a super, super good tool. And I can just highly recommend this to anyone. So let's see the gender. That's okay. I think it has a glitch today with that. But what you can also do is, let's say, for example, you're looking for similar channels to this one. You want to go into this niche, but you just want to do some deeper research into this. Then you can just literally click on similar channels like that. Very, very easy. Then you just click in-depth search and you search. And now it's going to literally look for all of the channels that are in this niche that are very similar. So here we can see 3,500 subscribers, 11,000 average views. Doesn't look bad. So then you can open it up and see how this channel looks like. Here's another one, Homeless Crisis Daily, 70 days old. So this is no joke. Here we have another channel. This one isn't like the best, but we can filter through here and we can find all of the channels in this niche. It's literally, and I'm not even joking, not getting paid, anything like that. This is the most insane tool you can get for doing niche research. I'm not joking, right? Now, let me show you another thing with what you can do is you can literally click here on analyze. For example, if you don't know exactly where you can improve, what is this channel maybe not doing that well, you can literally click here on analyze. This tool is literally going to analyze the whole channel for you. So here we can see best performing content buckets. So it's basically going to do buckets of different content. Which one is doing the best? This one is doing the best, right? So if you start your channel now, you know, hey, you're going to do California homeless crisis, right? Best performing video titles. You don't have to, search through the channel yourself and look for winning video titles. ElevenLabs gives it to you. Here, another one. Saturation analysis, right? Low future saturation. Then performing patterns, or performance patterns, content formula discovery, like everything. Here, what the viewers liked about this content. So this here, for example, you can just take over to your own content, or what the viewers didn't like. So you could improve this on your content. This is like, no joke, the most insane tool you will get to do niche research. And it's going to save you hours and hours and hours of doing content research or niche research. Here's suggested video topics, even gives you some suggested video topics. Script style guidelines. What tool does this, right? Words per minute, so not sure how important this is, but all of the rest, it's no joke, the most insane tool you can get for niche research. And I promise you, once you start using it, you're going to save thousands of dollars, thousands of hours, and probably maybe even thousands of dollars, because you can literally see and find similar channels in the niche and have a look if other channels are failing, winning, what's going on in the niche. So make sure to get ElevenLabs. It's like 13 euros. As I said, you don't need any of the other plans, but the 13 euro one gets you everything I have. Most insane tool. And then just use Steffen20 for 20% off. And yeah, then I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope this helps. I hope it helps everyone to, find good niches so we can really, crush this year and end this year off really well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys some tools and some websites which I would recommend you guys to use when doing niche research, okay? So let's first start off with ViewStats. So ViewStats is, you can literally go to viewstats.com and then just add it as a Chrome extension. So you can literally just go ViewStats Chrome extension like this. And then here you can add it, okay? So you just click here. And then you can just add it to your Chrome browser. Now, the cool thing about ViewStats is if you go, for example, to this YouTube channel, the cool thing about it is if you just click on it like that, then this tool actually shows you how much the channel is making and how many views they're getting every single month, right? So this is pretty important because you want to know like, hey, how many views are my competitor channels actually making? So you can actually decide like, hey, do I want to go into that niche or not? Okay. So yeah, definitely get ViewStats. It's for free and I would really recommend it. Next up is ElevenLabs. So this is actually AI tool, which you can use for niche research. I would highly recommend this tool. It's like 13 euros a month. Now, as you guys can see, like it's a beta plan. I would highly recommend you guys to get this. And it's not a paid promotion or anything like that, but I use it myself too, okay? It's actually really helpful, okay? So this is basically, as you guys see, so you need to be fast. There are only like 600 spots left. But what you basically do with this is, the cool thing about this is you can just click on here, for example, right, on similar channels, just as an example. So I'm just showing you guys how the tools quickly work, but you will see more and more if I do the niche research later on, how these tools work. So you can literally click on here. Now it's going to show me similar channels without even like having to really deep dive and search for these channels. ElevenLabs is literally going to collect a bunch of channels and give them all to me, as you guys see here. So it really speeds up the niche research process. And that's why I would highly recommend you guys to get it. So all links will be below this video. And then lastly, I would recommend you guys to get vidIQ. By the way, ElevenLabs has some other features as well, which are really cool. And we'll get into more of that later in this module. But yeah, lastly, I would recommend you guys to get vidIQ. Now, this is basically, if we go to YouTube and we search something, for example, here, not Cocomelon. If we search, for example, Let's search, for example, no, I don't know. Okay, let's just search for motivation. So I can just show you. Now, if you go here to it doesn't even need to go to upload date, but it will literally show you the subscribers of the channels, which you will need later on in this module. Okay, you need that for the whole niche research. And like this is also free, so you can just add the extension for free, or you can get the paid version, which is like $16 a month, with which you can even do some more topic research. It helps you with the titles, all of these things, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so these are the 3 tools I would recommend you to get. Like I said, ViewStats is for free. NextLev is paid. I would highly recommend NextLev for niche research. And then vidIQ, it's your decision if you want to pay for it or not. I do, but it's your decision if you want to pay for it or not. But NextLev, I would highly recommend you to pay for it. These 13 euros a month, you're going to save so much time doing niche research. So yeah, for me, it's like completely worth it. But yeah, I'll link all of these tools below this video so you can check them out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is probably the most important principle when it comes to YouTube automation. Essentially, it is seeing YouTube as a market. Just like any other market, YouTube has both supply and demand. Now, what does that actually mean? Demand is what the viewers want to watch, and supply is how much content is there already. Now, normal YouTubers, what they do is they take years to build their personal brands, spend years building a connection with their audience, and it takes a lot of time and hard work to build demand around them. Luckily, with YouTube automation, we skip this whole process. Instead, what we do with YouTube automation channels is we look for a niche or a topic that has a lot of demand but no supply. There are 4 main ways to find demand: recently trending channels, with NextLev, which is a software, viral videos of certain formats, and sub-niches. In this video, I will show you how to use these principles to find demand on YouTube. So first, we're going to talk about the trending channels method. So let's hop onto my screen and let me show you guys how this works. So what you're essentially going to do is you're going to go to your search, and then you're going to search stuff you're interested in, right? So for example, very recently, we saw okay, it wasn't now, it's not as, there is a lot of supply in it now, so I wouldn't recommend you guys to go into it now. But there was a trend about these president plays, right? So that's basically what you want to search then, right? But you can search whatever you're interested in, okay? So what you want to do here is you want to click on this month, if that makes sense. Then here to 4 to 20 minutes, and then to view count, right? So now what you want to do here is you want to scroll through this and just look if you can find smaller channels. Okay, these channels are all bigger now, but if you can find small channels that have or get a lot of views, right? I hope that makes sense. So let's scroll and see if we can find something. So for here, I would say this niche is already pretty saturated. There was a lot of demand, probably still is, but there is also a lot of supply, okay? So let's scroll. Okay, so I'm going to skip this one for now. There is just too much supply. So if we go, for example, court cases, this was also something that was very, 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 very trending and is still trending. So then you go again to filters. You go here, filters this month, then here 4 to 20 minutes, and then view count. Okay, so that you get the most viewed videos at the top. Okay, so let's scroll here. This is not a Faceless channel, so let's have a look if we can find something. I have to say this sometimes takes longer. You want to spend a lot of time doing niche research because this is one of the most important things. Okay, so here we just see some very big channels. So you want to scroll and scroll and scroll, but if you can't find anything, then you can look for something else. Okay, so here we can't really find anything. Normally I would scroll for way longer than this. So let's do something else, something random. Let's do vintage cars, for example now, okay? So here we can see, okay, one big channel. Oh no, we first want to go to filters, then this month. then 4 to 20 minutes, and by upload date. Okay, so let's see if we can find something here. Okay, this looks interesting. Let's look at this channel. So you always want to open the channels and look at them to see if there is something going on. Okay, the views are okay. The views are okay. Let's look at the most popular and when it started. That's also always something you want to look at. So this channel, no, let's not look at this one. So let's look if we can find something else. Let's just keep scrolling. So here, also smaller channel, pretty decent views. If I can see it, yeah, pretty decent views. So this would be something I would go in. Trust me, if this comes out and the program launches and everything, I would not go into it anymore, because then the niche will be filled, and because it takes a while for me to form the whole program, right? So don't go into any of the niches I show you guys here. They will be outdated, okay? So I'm just basically showing you guys how to do the niche research, right? So here, classic cars, here's another one. Not doing too great. So let's have a look. So what you really want to look for are these channels that literally have like a few thousand subscribers, but get thousands or millions of views. That's what you want to look for. And then you obviously want to see if there are a bunch of other channels in those specific niches, on that specific niche. And if they are already like huge channels, then I wouldn't go into it. What's always perfect is if you can find channels like this. Here, for example, I know this channel, and I know he's doing pretty well. So here, for example, this channel is not very old. Okay, 4 months. It's getting around almost 1 million views a month. So not bad, due to the CPM being like, I think around $5 to $6 in this niche. So almost $6,000 per month for this channel here. Yeah, but what you essentially want to do is you want to find niches or videos here where you can find, where you can see that the views on those channels are higher than the subscriber count, if that makes sense, okay? And then you want to see how many channels are there in that specific niche. That's always very important. So you don't go into a niche where there are already a bunch of channels. So yeah, you basically just go ahead here and you search for different things, right? I have to say, like I said, it does take a while to really find good niches. You have to dig through YouTube and really look. And I would recommend you to do around like 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours a day of niche research in the beginning before you go into anything else, right? Don't rush this because it's very important. But that's basically what you want to do here when you're trying to find trending channels. So you basically search something and just look around, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So now we're going to talk about ElevenLabs. So just keep in mind, ElevenLabs is a paid software, okay? So, but you don't need it. You don't need it. So you can also find niches doing this exact method I used here. So you don't need ElevenLabs. I think it costs around 500 euros or something. It's like a one-time payment. I'm not 100% sure. The cool thing about ElevenLabs is just that it speeds up the process. It makes the process of finding a niche easier. But once again, you do not need it, okay? So don't come to me and tell me, hey, I need to pay for this or stuff like that. You do not need it, right? This can only speed up your process of finding a niche. Okay, so let's hop onto this. So this is how ElevenLabs looks like. I only recently started using it, but I really have to say this is definitely a cool tool, and we have found some cool niches on here as well. So yeah, I have to say that. So let's go here and let me show you guys how I use it. So what I usually go is I go to advanced filters, right? So here you can use here you can choose a category. Normally I don't choose anything. Here you can filter subscribers. So I always filter them a bit down. And then first video upload, let's do 4 months, okay? So you always want to find recent channels, okay? No, this is actually first video uploaded. This one is for last video uploaded. So let's choose that for a month. And then here views, average views. Here videos downloaded. I usually also put it more to the downside. 88 is okay. Just because I don't want channels that have been existing forever. So now let's search for that. And what I do here is I always look for the comparison to subscribers to average views per video. So just click on this like that. So I get the highest views, the channels with the highest views per video. So I know this channel here, I actually found it on here. We wanted to start a channel in this niche, but we did not. The reason for that is pretty simple. So if you find a niche, okay, if it's very untapped, right, you want to make sure that you can create better videos than your competitors. And in this case, I said to myself, like, hey, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on people animating the content. And that's why we actually did not go into this specific niche. So what you want to do now to basically verify this niche is you want to come here and basically copy one of the video titles. Let's search that and see what we can find. Can we find more smaller channels doing exactly this type of content? So the thing for this niche is I'm not 100% sure, right? If that makes sense, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, this guy basically just copied that video. I'm not 100% sure. I've already tried to research this niche, but I couldn't find any other channel posting specifically this content, which is sometimes a really, really good sign. But what you usually want to have is like you find a niche, okay? Then you want to search some video topics and you want to find 3 or 4 smaller channels, maybe even 2, that's also okay. 5 is probably also okay, that consistently get more views than they have subscribers. You don't want to go into a niche where they are already really, really big channels, okay? And you score that golden point if in that niche, nobody has really good content. Then it's really easy to basically not outproduce them, but create better videos with better quality, if that makes sense. And then you don't have to spend so much on videos. Okay, so what we are gonna do here now is we're gonna search and try to find more channels in this niche. So let's look crash investigation if we can find something there. So here 5 months. Looks okay. I think this compilation here also really has done really well. So we can see some bigger channels also done really well. Here's another small one actually. So here's another small one. 7 videos, 60,000 subscribers. So this niche is definitely insane, but I know why we didn't go into it. So at first I was just wondering why didn't we go into it? But here we can see the quality of the videos is really good, right? If we look at this, so we see that all of these things are pretty much animated or something like that. And I don't know how to do that. And my team members also don't know how to do that. That's why we skipped on this niche. So that's basically how you can use ElevenLabs. There are a bunch of other cool features, but I usually just use this one and play around with it, to be honest. So here, for example, is another one. So 15 videos, 45,000 subscribers. This is actually insane. This channel started 3 months ago. Okay, so let's go back. Now let's again look. So for the F1 niche, I already know there are a bunch of channels in this niche. Okay, so let's look at this. For example, we basically repeat the process. So here we have one, same. Okay, so I can't see any other channels doing exactly, oh no, this one probably also doing exactly the same, almost the same actually, I think. But I'm not 100% sure, but I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. So you want to look if you can find any other competitors in that niche who are really small, who are really doing very well. Okay, so yeah, this is it for this method of finding new niches. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about finding viral videos of certain formats, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's hop right into it. So here we have a channel. Okay, so this channel is already a bit older, or 1 year old. So I just want to say again that this does not work at the moment anymore. Okay, so don't try to go into this. Okay, so what this channel did is they posted this video. It performed really well, 2.4 million views. Then they posted this video, didn't perform good. Posted this video, didn't perform good. Posted this video, it actually did perform good. Then they posted this video, it's the same format, performed absolutely fantastic. Okay, posted this video, also it's okay. But most of these videos here performed really, really, really well, as you can see from the views. And this is such a great sign of just going ahead and creating a channel on that specific topic. Okay, so let me show you other channels that actually did exactly this. So I'm just gonna, let me just search this actually, so I can show you some other channels that did exactly this. So here, this one did exactly that. Also more views than subscribers. So I don't know when this channel started and all of these different things, but okay, this channel, maybe it was too late, maybe they did something wrong. Let's see and find some other smaller channels. This one is the main one. Not sure, now it just shows me newer channels, so that's definitely not good. But you always want to look out on other channels if you can see something that really performs good, like certain formats, and like try to copy it or create your own version of it. And what you can also sometimes do is transfer these specific formats into other niches. Okay, like here, for example, if we go back, like here, for example, these are different formats. Okay, let's go to popular. So every type of Formula One fan. So this, for example, you could go ahead and do that for the soccer niche. So let's see if that is already done. Every type of, oops, wait, let me just, soccer fan. So that's, for example, not done. And I'm pretty sure this would perform really well in the soccer niche as well, right? So you sometimes want to transfer niches, transfer different formats to other niches, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope you guys understand what I tried to say here. So next up, we're going to talk about sub niches. So most people, when it comes like to YouTube automation, they just want to go into the luxury niche or into finance or space or all of these different niches, which everyone knows about, right? So you don't want to go into those niches because everyone knows about them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look for sub niches, if that makes sense, but it will in a second. Okay. So let's go, for example, the luxury niche. Let's see if we can find some luxury channels. What's a channel called? Top Luxury, I think it's this. So Mega Bulls. No. Here, Luxury Zone could be one. I'm not 100% sure. So what you want to look for here is, okay, this channel is pretty dead, so we don't want to look at this one. By the way, I'm sorry. Some of these videos will be really long, so I hope you guys are taking notes. So here, for example, let's have a look. So what you want to look for is specific topics that consistently perform really, really well. And you want to see if you can create a channel about that specific topic. Okay, so no. So let's look for mega projects, because through that I'll find some more luxury channels now. Okay, here, Mega Bulls. This is, I think, a mega project channel. Yeah, so not really, but they're talking about like these really big things. And I found this a while ago. They actually changed their channel name. This was a luxury channel. A while ago. And the mega project videos on this channel all performed really, really good. Was it a luxury channel? I'm not 100% sure now, but what I saw on this channel is that all of these mega project videos here India's most, all of them performed really, really well. So now it's called Mega Builds, and they're only posting videos about like mega projects and stuff like that. But let's look out for another channel where we maybe can see that a bit better. So not this one. So as you guys see, it just takes like a lot of scrolling and seeing what you could do basically, right? So here, for example, we can see on Be Amazed, this video has 3.5 million views, and normally this channel does not even hit a million views anymore, right? So that was, for example, again, a mega project video. So let me just look for something else. Let's go back to the luxury niche. So you won't find, top luxury. You won't find sub niches right away. Sometimes it does take a bit of scrolling like I'm doing here now. And that's exactly what you want to do every single day for like 2 hours a day, okay? Trust me, it's gonna help you guys a lot if you want to find niches. Why can't I find any luxury channels now? Why can I find any luxury channels? Let's have a look. King Luxury. I don't know, did we look at this channel? Yeah, we did, but this channel didn't post. Okay, let's just choose, for example, here the NBA. Wait, let's choose Rebound, okay? It's an NBA channel. So let's look at this channel, for example. So now what we want to do is we want to look at the most recent videos. Okay, this channel is also inactive, man. But what you want to look at is what exactly works on this channel. What exactly, is there something that consistently gets more views than other videos, right? So I wouldn't recommend to go into this, again, like I said. Yeah, so let's see here, NBA records that will never be broken. So this is, you could do something like this, but I don't know how many videos you can create about that. So that's also something you always want to keep in mind when doing this. You want to think about how many potential videos can you create about that topic, okay? So what niche can we also do? So let me just explain something. For example, if you go into the finance niche, it is very, very broad, right? So in the finance niche, you have the drop shipping, you have YouTube automation, Amazon FBA, all of these, or credit cards and all of these different things. So what you want to do essentially is you want to go to the big channels, right? And you want to look at what exactly works there. And then you want to, by the way, don't just go ahead and you see like one video got a million views and you just go ahead and you copy that. Don't do that. Look at if something specific works over and over and over and over again on that channel. And if there is something like that, then you need to think about, hey, can I create a channel about that? And that's exactly what I did for the luxury niche. Let me just switch this. But I don't know, or for the mega projects niche, but I don't know why I can't find any mega projects, any luxury channels now. So yeah, I think you guys get the point. And if not, feel free to ask me. I'm always there. You can always ask me, okay? But yeah, apart from that, I really want you guys to take the niche research very, very seriously and try to find channels where there's high demand and low supply, because that's going to make your whole YouTube journey very, very easy. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I said, do niche research for 1 to 2 hours every single day until you find your niche. And don't stop with one niche. Try to find multiple niches and then just pick and choose the best one. And if you want, you can come to me with the niches, show me the niches, and I'll help you decide what niche you want to go into, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to identify niche saturation. So one of the most important things people tend to always forget is people always look at the supply and demand, but completely forget about market saturation. So what often happens is people look for niches, then they find a niche and see like, hey, okay, there's a lot of demand. Then they go ahead and they create a channel in that niche and the hopes are very high and then boom, the channel fails. Now, why exactly is that happening? So there might be a niche where there is a bunch of demand, like for example, the space niche, the scary story niche, and the soccer niche. But we also need to look at the supply factor, which is what most people completely forget. And that is why it is really important to understand market saturation. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to identify market saturation. So one thing you really have to understand is the difference between topic and format saturation. So let me show you guys something. So let's hop onto my PC. So here you guys can see I basically search for Elon Musk warned, just as an example now, okay? So here we can see a bunch of different videos, right? So let me just scroll down a bit. So here, for example, a bunch of different channels creating videos about Elon Musk and Elon Musk warned, right? So this is basically a format. So does that mean that the topic Elon Musk is saturated? No, it definitely does not, okay? But is this format saturated because we see hundreds of channels creating videos about this? Definitely yes, right? So if we look, for example, here for Elon Musk compilation, probably gonna be the same as it's a very wide topic or a lot of people know about it, right? So what we essentially want to look for is our channels that were created very, very recently. So here we can't find any, but this is also saturated. Trust me, guys, don't go into this. So what we actually want to look for are these channels that have been recently created, which constantly get more views than they have subscribers, and there's almost no competition. So what you want to avoid is you want to avoid going into a niche where you can see there are hundreds of channels already creating that type of content. What you want to do rather is try to find something where there are only a few channels consistently pulling in more views than they have subscribers, and just tap into that niche only if there are not hundreds of channels in that niche, okay? So like I said, if we look at this would not be something you want to go into because there are just too many channels inside here, okay? Creating compilation videos about Elon Musk, right? But there will always, or most probably, there is still a space or a specific format about Elon Musk that is probably really new, where there's a lot of demand and not that much supply, right? And that's where you then see that the channels get high amounts of views and have very low subscribers. Okay, so mostly very new channels blowing up. So I hope this makes sense. Okay, so now I want to go over a few steps with you guys to find out if a niche is too saturated. Okay, so let's hop onto my screen again. Let's go up and let's look at this again. And now and by the way, you guys can do this as well. And I would recommend you guys to do this as well. So let's click on this month. Then 4 to 20 minutes to filter out all shorts, and then here to view count. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look for a few channels that are really, really big, right? So if there are a lot of big competitors in your niche, let's try to look some and then I'll explain that. So here's one pretty big channel. Then here's probably another one. Yes, big channel as well. And let's see, here's another one, big channel as well. So that's something you do not want to go into, right? Because if they are like 10 big channels, the possibility that there are thousands of smaller channels that failed is there. So if there are so many big channels in that specific niche, that is definitely a red flag and you do not want to go into that specific niche. So what you can try instead is you can try to go into other niches or other formats, not other niches, sorry, but other formats, okay? So here, for example, this Elon Musk these news type of videos, they are saturated, right? Because we can see there are a bunch of big channels in that niche. So we don't want to go into that, okay? So what we can look for is we can look for other here, for example, Elon Musk's speech. This is probably also going to be pretty saturated, but let's look for something else. for example, here, like, and that's also something I want you guys to play around with when looking for niches. You can use your keyboard or the search bar basically to find new search terms or other search terms, right? So we're gonna look for let's look for AI, for example, like this. So now let's do 4 to 20 minutes, like that, and then this month, and view date. Okay, so here, this one is doing pretty good. So let's look at this. 6 videos, 70,000 subscribers. This is pretty good, but I'm not 100% sure if this is like specifically in the Elon Musk niche. But this is how you find new niches, right? You just want to look on YouTube and just keep on searching, basically. So let's see if there's anything else. So I know there are some niches, but I don't know why they're not showing up. Maybe because they didn't get that many views. So here is a bigger one. So essentially what you want to look for are these smaller channels, like I just said, these smaller channels with different kind of formats, right? Different kind of formats that are consistently getting more views than they have subscribers, okay? And then you want to look at how many channels are doing that exact same thing, because if there are 10 channels, 10 big channels doing exactly what they are doing, then I can tell you, like, with big channels, I mean like bigger channels, okay? Then I can tell you now already that there are thousands of smaller channels or hundreds of smaller channels that have also tried this and they failed, okay? So you just want to continue searching and trying new things. So like I said, the topic Elon Musk is not saturated, but the format, right? The idea behind the videos, right? For example, news, that's a format that is saturated. Then here, for example, people who are creating videos about Elon Musk and AI, that's also a format, right? So this, I don't exactly know if it is saturated. I guess it is. There are a lot of bigger channels inside here. Here, for example, again, so this would be something now, again, I wouldn't possibly not go into. But yeah, essentially, I just want you guys to understand what I mean, and I hope you guys understand what I mean. So this does take time to find niches where there are channels with a lot of views and very low subscribers, and there are no real big competitors. That's essentially exactly what you're looking for. One thing I want to add here is that the shorter a new channel or a new niche exists, the better your chances are in that niche, right? If that niche exists already for like, I don't know, 2-3 years, and people are consistently posting videos inside there or in that specific niche, that is also a red flag. So do not go into that. But yeah, I'll have a checklist actually at the end of this module. So definitely check that out as well and use it when searching niches. So one thing you also want to look at is at the smaller channels that are currently failing. Okay, so I just want to go back, find one bigger channel, and I'm going to show you guys how you can find these smaller channels. You can go, for example, here, and it's pretty easy to find them. So what you can do is, for example, let's look at, because what we're going to do now is here, this video, for example, right? We're going to take this video title and we're going to paste it inside the search. And why we can find newer channels doing this is simply because most of the smaller channels just copy the big channels, okay? So let's see if we can find anything. Oh no, what we want to do is we want to click here this week. Okay, this one did not work. So let's check something else. So what I usually do is I go to most popular and I actually take this video topic or this video title and I search that, because what I see most new channels doing is literally just copying the most popular videos of already big channels. So you don't want to do that. So here, let's see if we can find some. Okay, maybe let's do this month, see if we can find some. So here's one. Okay, this one is actually doing okay, but you want to find out, like here, for example, this one, small, but it's not doing that well, right? So here's, is it a news channel? Kind of, but if you look at it, like the views are very, very bad, right? So, and that is just because of the reason, like if you go into a niche where there are already like a bunch of big channels. So here, for example, the thumbnail looks actually really good. Okay, they actually just stole this thumbnail here. That's something you do not want to do, but let's look at this channel, for example. So we can see, okay, the views are okay. The views are okay, but it's by far not the same as with the big channels, right? And the thumbnails and the video quality does look good. So yeah, let me explain another thing. So when you're going into a niche and there are already a bunch of big competitors, the problem with that is that these guys already have a way better quality because they have way more money to invest into videos, right? So it will take you way more money to get into the niche or to get to the level they are at because they spend a lot of more money on video creation. So they will have really, really good videos. I hope that makes sense. So when you go into smaller untapped niches where there's a lot of demand and very low supply, like I said, into niches where there are a few channels, like 4 or 5 channels, if even that many, that are consistently getting more views than they have subscribers, you can, in most cases, enter those niches with a really low quality of videos, right? But we'll come to that later. So now let's look at a niche which is currently pretty much unsaturated, but I would recommend you guys to not go into this because I'm telling you guys now already that most of you guys will probably think about going into this. So I would not recommend you guys to go into this, okay? So let me share my screen. So this is basically a car channel, right? So what's crazy about this is, so what you always want to look at is, hey, how old is this channel? So this channel is about like 2 months old, got 490,000 views on the first video, right? So that is already really, really good. So if you look at the latest videos, so currently they're not getting more views than they have subscribers on every video, but on most of the videos, right? So that is definitely a good sign. And here the views are actually dropping off here a bit, but it's still a good sign. So this channel does still look pretty good, okay? So this channel is getting around 700,000 views a month. I believe the CPM in this niche is around $5 to $6 if not higher. So that's what I believe. So this channel is definitely making a good amount of money, right? So what we want to do now is, because we've found this channel, right? Now we want to copy the video title and basically look how many other channels we can find in this niche, right? Because we always want to make sure that there are not too many channels, okay? So let's see. So this, okay, here. Let's look at this one. How old is this channel? 4 months old. Doing pretty well as well. Here we can see the views are, it's doing pretty well. I mean, it has 8,000 subscribers, also doing like around 700,000 views a month, which is not too bad, right? So let's look at this one. This one is already a bit older. Let's see. Okay, it was first posting other type of videos. You also want to look at that, by the way, like, did the channels, like, if some channels will be like 8 years old, but they only recently started posting other content. So let's go over here. So here, okay, so they have here, kind of, maybe not, let's not look at this channel too much. Here's another one, also 5,000 subscribers, 600,000 views, which is also not bad, right? So this would potentially be a niche I would go into, right? So I have to say that I found this niche a few weeks ago, not a few weeks, but like a few days probably. And it is definitely a good one, right? Here, American Legends. Okay, this one we already saw. So let's check here. I have some of the other channels inside here as well. So here, this one. Okay, also consistently, this one is actually doing really well. And this is here about like vintage, like old vintage cars, right? So they have 9 videos uploaded. They are currently getting, okay, 200,000 views a month, which is not too bad. I mean, they're posting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a month, right? And if we look at the video quality is really bad. So it would be very easy for anyone actually to tap into this niche because the video quality is really bad, right? So let's look at their most popular video and see how many channels recreated those videos. Okay, let's check this out. Like that one. Okay, here another one also got pretty decent views, but I don't know what exactly. So you always want to look at the channels. Okay, this is a channel here again. Okay, no, this is not about vintage. Like this is kind of vintage cars kind of niche. But yeah, here's another one, vintage vehicles actually. So let's see. This one is also doing pretty well, as you can see. So if you can find better than this, it's always better, right? But this is kind of how the channels should look like. If you can find better, that's always good. Try to find better. But like I said, don't be a perfectionist when trying to find niches, okay? So yeah, what you essentially want to look for are these niches where they are channels, right? That get a lot of views, right? So a lot of views, which shows there is demand. And these channels have low amounts of subscribers, right? So you want to look for that. And then the next thing you want to look for is how many channels are there? How many channels are supplying the people with the content, right? So that's also something you want to look for. And then that in most cases, like if you look at these things, then you should be good. And what you should also be very cautious about, look for big channels, okay? Look for big channels. If there are a bunch of really, really, really big channels in that specific niche, do not go into it, okay? So don't try to go into the space niche or here Elon Musk niche and you find like, hey, but here are like 3 smaller channels that are currently blowing up, right? Why can't I go into that niche? First of all, look at the format, what exactly they are doing, right? So let's talk about the Elon Musk news niche, okay? So let's say there are 10 big channels, right? And there are a few smaller channels that are doing very, very good, right? So you still don't want to go into that niche because there will be a lot of competition. Like I said, if there are big channels in a specific niche, and with big, I mean big, okay? Then they are, like I'm 100% sure that there are a bunch or like hundreds of smaller channels that have failed. So you do not want to go into that niche. Try to find smaller channels that get a lot of views and where there aren't a lot of other channels doing that, right? For example, here in the vintage cars niche, right? So there is not a lot. There are not a lot of videos about this specific topic. So let's go here again. And now let's look at here. So you want to go to this month, right? And then here 4 to 20 minutes and then view count like that. So here's one that did pretty well. So most of this channel is doing pretty well. Okay, so here's another one, but this thumbnail sucks. Okay, here's another one. So that's actually also something you want to look out for, right? You want to look out for channels that have failed. Here's another one. Actually, it's a bit bigger. So this niche would still be a 50-50 probably. So like I said, you want to find something smaller, right? Smaller channels that are getting a lot of views where there aren't a bunch of other channels and especially no big channels, okay? So let's see. But mainly, to be honest, if we look at all of this, mainly it is just here this, this American Legends channel that is doing a lot of content, right? So I would say, like, if I would pick a niche now, this would probably maybe be a niche I would go into. So I'm still thinking about it. Maybe not because I show it here now. But yeah, this would probably be a good niche. And yeah, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about in this video. If not, always feel free to ask in the Facebook group. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to look at some characteristics that good niches have. So while doing niche research, have this checklist with you at all times. This is going to save you a bunch of time, okay? So let's actually have a look at it and let me explain everything, okay? So firstly, you want to have a look at, there are under five smaller channels creating content in this niche that are constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. This means there's high demand and and low supply. So always check out for this, because this just means that they are, or that there's very high demand and very low supply. Okay, this is very important. And if you can find something like this, you literally found a gold mine. Okay, now in most cases you won't find niches that small, but try to get it as small as possible, and the view should be as high as possible. Okay, now if you can find this, awesome. Okay, now you also want to have a look at that there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. Now why I say that is because if there are channels, like really big channels, it's gonna be a bit harder to compete with them, because they already have YouTube's trust, right? So YouTube is going to push them out before they're going to push you out. So try to make sure that there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. That's just going to make your life way easier, okay? And this also means that the niche is going to be quite new, because otherwise there wouldn't be any channels with under 100,000 subscribers. Or like there wouldn't be channels with over, I hope this makes sense, with over 100,000 subscribers. Okay, then there are no smaller channels failing. Now this is one of the most important things. Okay, most people always only look at the big channels. They're winning, they're making so much money, and you can do that too and stuff like that. But in reality, people don't look at how many small channels are actually failing, because if there are thousands of small channels failing, you're gonna probably fail as well in that niche. And that's why I say like no big channels, because if there are any big, like huge channels in that niche, the chance the chance is really big that there are actually a bunch of small channels failing. Okay, so these 2 points actually are one, but yeah, so make sure that there are no smaller channels failing. Then you want to check that the niche is not older than 6 months, because something too old will already have a bunch of competition, especially if the niche is very good. And then you want to be happy with the amount of money you can make from that niche. So how you basically calculate that is you go to your calculator, then you just have a look at like, hey, how many views does that channel actually get a month? For that, you can use view stats. Then you just times the views. Let's say, for example, the channel gets 1.5 million views like this. Then you divide that by 1,000 and then times that by the average RPM on YouTube times 5 is equal to $7,500. If you're happy with that, then you can go ahead and you can actually enter that niche, okay? Then next up, you want to make sure that you can create better content than your competitors. Can be better content or just longer content. One of these two, maybe better video ideas, could also have a huge impact on your channel. But this is very important, because if you can create better or longer content, why should YouTube push out your channel in the end of the day, right? In the end of the day, they want to keep people on YouTube. They want to, because if they don't keep people on YouTube, they don't make any money, right? And now the videos that keep people on YouTube for the longest amount of time, they get pushed out the most because they make the most amount of money for YouTube and for the creator, okay? Then, are you actually interested in the niche? This is not a must, as long as you build a team that has interest in the niche, okay? So if you're working with a team, then this is literally not a must. I know many people are very, like, they really want to go into something that they're highly interested in. But what I can always recommend you guys, like, literally just go for the niches where you can make the most amount of money. Really, trust me, I've been doing that as well. Many of the niches I have like literally no interest in, but I hire a team which has a bunch of interest in it, so we can still produce very good videos. And yeah, now next thing you want to have a look at, and one of the most important things is the niche monetizable? Now this you can have a look with NextLev, and yeah, which I've already explained. So these are some of the most important points you want to have, or most important characteristics of a good niche. Most like super good niches come very close to this. So don't worry if you don't get this spot on, right? But if you can get it as close to this as just possible, then you have a super good niche, okay? So yeah, hope all of this makes sense. Always keep this checklist with you at all times. I'll also link it down below this video. This is going to help you out a lot. And while you're doing niche research, always have a look at it. It's going to help you out a lot and like just save you a bunch of time. And then we will see each other in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about some niches that literally everyone should avoid. Now, these are exactly the niches that many people who just start out with YouTube automation go into. These are also the niches that many of these how to make money online people on YouTube teach you to go into, right? These niches are not good. And the reason why most people fail with YouTube automation and they literally just get a straight line, no views, nothing, 0 views, is literally because they go into the wrong niches and then they literally just think, okay, YouTube automation is a scam, which it isn't. Like if you literally go into the wrong niche directly from the start on, you can't expect to get any views, okay? Now, so take this video very, very seriously, and I don't want to see any one of you guys in these niches, okay? So the first one is the motivational niche. But now you may say like, hey, but this channel is getting thousands of views on YouTube. Why do you say we shouldn't go into that? For the simple answer, like if you want to see how a saturated niche looks like, then just look up motivation on YouTube. Just look up motivation on YouTube and you will see how saturated this niche is. The other thing is, okay, this channel here is now monetized, but these channels, it's not easy to monetize them, right? Most of these channels either get kicked out of the YouTube partnership program, or they never even able to join them, okay? So I would really recommend you guys to never ever go into the motivation niche. It's really not a good niche, super saturated, and risk of never getting monetized on your channel, okay? Now, next up, we have the rain sound niche. So now this is almost exactly the same as with the motivational niche. And this is actually a niche that so many people on YouTube promote and say, yeah, I made $10,000 a month with rain sound videos, blah, blah, blah. That's all not true, okay? Rain sound niche, I would just not recommend it. Like same as motivation niche, you might not get monetized. And secondly, the niche is super oversaturated because literally everyone who starts with YouTube automation goes into a niche like this, okay? So rain sound niche, like just leave it. Don't go into that. Not good. Okay. Then next up, we have the kids niche. Now, this could still work, right? The kids niche does work. But the problem with the kids niche is that you don't make any money, right? You don't make any money from it. Now, why is that so? Obviously, like advertisers want to put their ads on videos that can actually bring them a return. Okay. But the thing is, a kid or a child doesn't have a credit card, okay, or a bank card with which they can buy stuff. So the RPM on these videos are extremely low, right? You won't make much money with channels like this, except if you get millions of views a month. So that's why I would say this is a no. I wouldn't recommend you guys to go into this niche. Not good. And the other thing is like to create videos like this here, for example, like Cocomelon does, it's expensive, okay? So going on to the next niche, the top 10 niche. Now, this niche, and you guys may not think, okay, hey, this channel has 7 million subscribers, must be working. That's exactly what everyone thinks who's starting out with YouTube automation. They're all going into the top 10 niche, and I've been doing the same stuff. I did the exact same mistake when I started out with YouTube automation, and that was in 2020. Right? So just imagine how saturated this niche is now. The only thing where you can do like top 10 videos is if you do something specific, like a specific topic. Whoops. Okay, just leave this for now. Wait. If you go into a specific, okay, I can't write here, I think, but if you go into a specific topic, okay, only then, man, I can't write today, but if you go into a specific topic, then you can only do this. And if not, and you also need to make sure that the supply is very low for that specific topic and there's high demand. Otherwise, this won't work as well. So this is also a no for me, just because it's way too saturated. You post so many different videos on the channel, as you guys can see here, that YouTube in the end of the day is just going to be confused, like, hey, to which audience should we now actually push your videos? Next up, we have the meditation niche, exactly the same as with the motivational niche. So yes, the niche does get a lot of views, as we can see here. The niche does get a lot of views, but it's mainly the big channels. And this is also niche that all of these gurus on YouTube and stuff, they say like, hey, okay, I made $10,000 a month with meditation videos. Many of these channels also don't get monetized, right? So this is also a no-go for me, very saturated, maybe not even getting monetized. And then the other thing is like, if you have a channel in the niche, it might get demonetized, right? Now, next up, we have the compilation niche. This was actually a niche, which was the first channel, or one of my first Faceless channels, which blew up like insanely. In the first week, got a video with like 14 million views. And then I only noticed you can't make any money with this niche. If you don't have like a voiceover, or you don't add any value to the videos, you can't make any money with this niche. And I only noticed that after I blew up and I spent already some time and money on the channel. But the thing is, you can still make money by basically, for example, what I did is I had a dropshipping store. So I had an online store where I actually sold products through this YouTube channel. So I took all of the videos traffic and I just sent it over to my dropshipping store. So if you don't want to rely, or if you don't really care about YouTube ad revenue, then you can do something like this and you can just push your online store or your product, okay? But yeah, for me, this is also a no, and I wouldn't recommend this. Now, in general, try to avoid niches that come right into your mind, like for example, finance, health, luxury, okay? Now, these are very broad niches as well, but many people that start out with YouTube automation typically go into these niches, and you want to stay away from these niches that come straight to your mind right away, okay? So you typically want to stay away from them. Obviously, all of these niches have sub-niches as well, which you can look into. Like, for example, the health niche, it can still be a quite good niche, right? But you have to find a gap in the market, okay? Like, for example, Martin, he found a gap in the health niche, ended up making $23,000 in one single month in the health niche. Although I always say like, hey, avoid it, but you need to find gaps in these niches to really make a lot of money from them, okay? You need to find gaps and just in general topics that are high in demand and very low in supply, as I already explained. So yeah, these are basically niches I would recommend you guys to never go into. And here, like I said, finance, health, luxury, and so on, niches you can just think about right away. Not good niches. And yeah, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see each other in the next one. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use the niche research sheet. Okay, I will link it below, and then you can just click here on file and then make copy, and then you can edit it, okay? So firstly, we have broad research here. Now, what you will do on here is you will literally just add anything and everything you find on YouTube, okay? Now, make sure to always add all of these, or like just fill out everything, because in the end of the day, this is gonna save you a bunch of time. And also, it's just going to give you a better overview, okay? So here, channel name, then the link to the channel, then the niche, then the monthly views, which you can check with view stats, then the subscribers, the estimated revenue, which you can check with view stats or even with ElevenLabs, then the total videos uploaded, when the channel started, because you don't want very, very old channels or very, very old niches. In the best case scenario, very, very recent channels. And then, is it still uploading videos or not? And then can you use AI to create these videos? And then here, how can you mimic and apply this? Add value, longer videos, better thumbnails, better scripts, mix and match two channels of the same topics. So this is basically just some inspiration which you can have a look at. And yeah, so here I want you to do broad research, okay? You just literally just add anything you can find, which is faceless and which looks interesting. So this is, like I said, this will just be your channel saving page where you just save everything you find, okay? Now, next up, we have X niche, as you see here. Now, let's say, for example, you are interested in cars, then you can literally just change this to cars niche. And what you do here is you literally add the channel name, the link again, the age, monthly views, current subs, monthly subscriber growth, estimated revenue, monthly uploads, average video length, and then just again, how can you mimic it, okay? Now, on here, you literally add as many channels in your niche that you can find. Because what happens then, and it's very important to fill out all of these things. Let's say, for example, we just say cars, link, let's say 6 months, monthly views, let's say 1 million, like that. Current subs, let's say 4,000. Monthly subscriber growth, let's say 500. And then estimated revenue, 6,000. Monthly uploads, let's say 36. No one will upload 36 videos, and then average views per average length 12 minutes. Now let's just do this again. So age 3, this actually months, like this. And I want you to fill all of this out because I'm going to show you what's happening then. Let's say 3 million for this one. Whoops, like that. Current subs, let's say 23,000, just as an example, no, right? Estimated revenue, let's say 20,000. Whoops, $20,000 in revenue. Monthly uploads 20, and then average video length, let's say 18 minutes. Now, what happens now is, I actually have here a niche summary, right? Which you guys will get access to as well. Now, this basically calculates the average of the whole niche. So what's the average channel making in the niche? 13,000. Now, are you happy with that? Yes or no? If you're happy with that, then you can literally just take this. Yes, you're happy, because the whole niche checklist is also in here, as you see here. Then you can see the average views, the average subscriber growth every month, and then the average videos per month and the average video length. Now, why the average video length is important? Because you always want to make sure that you can create longer videos than your competitors. Because in the end of the day, on YouTube, it works like this. Like, the longer you can keep people on YouTube, the more views your video will get. And if your video is a bit longer than your competitor's video, and you can just get 10 seconds more watch time than your competitor, YouTube is going to push your video instead of their video, okay? So yeah, this is basically how the niche research sheet looks like. Now, if what did I want to say? If you have multiple niches you want to do deeper research into, like this one, you can just fill out all of this. You can just duplicate it and add more niches. And yeah, this is basically how the sheet looks like. I hope you guys understand everything. If you don't understand anything, if you don't understand exactly how this works, just let me know. I'll help you. And yeah, cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. So before we continue with exactly how to create and optimize your YouTube channel, have a look at this case study from Iria that literally went from $0 to $3,600 a month in literally 2 months by doing exactly what I teach in this free course. So I just had a call with one of my students, Iria. She's absolutely crushing it on YouTube right now. She has one channel that is currently making $3,600. Keep in mind, she just started 3 months ago, and then she just started another channel which basically got monetized with 3-4 videos, which is just insane. So I hope you guys enjoy the interview, and I hope you guys learned something. Just very quickly before we start, if you're interested in getting the same results, then just check out the first link in the video description where you can apply to work one-on-one with me. Great to have you here. Very excited to share your story with the people. But before we get started, would you mind, telling the people who you are?
Hi, my name is Iria, and I'm very excited to be here.
It's an honor to have you here, and very excited, like I already said, to share your story. But before we, get to your results, let's actually talk about how was your life before actually, discovering YouTube, Faceless YouTube channels, and before, actually getting some pretty decent results, I would say.
So I was always working a 9-to-5 job, and between the 9 to 5, I was also trying some side hustles like affiliate marketing or an Instagram theme page and stuff like that.
Okay, interesting. Did you ever have like any success or anything with one of those, or not at all?
Not really, sadly.
So since you failed like with all of those side hustles, what was like the thing that made you actually, just go and try one more thing? Because so many people would try affiliate marketing, Instagram theme pages, all of these different side hustles, and none of them would actually work. And then many people would just say like, hey, okay, this is probably not, meant to be. It's probably not for me. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. So then they just quit. And what did you like? What made you basically say like, hey, okay, just want to try one more thing? What was that?
So I tried everything that I could think of, the affiliate marketing, the Instagram theme page. Even though it did work sometimes, it wasn't a steady income and I knew I couldn't rely on it. So I kept on searching for other ways and I came across YouTube and I thought, there are so many creators on here that make so much money. Why can't I be one of them? But I was always really so the only thing that was actually holding me back was showing my face because I never really wanted to do it. And then I came across Faceless channels and I thought, hey, that's maybe a good idea. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. And did you, try to build your own faceless channels or anything like that before, you actually, before we met, did you try or did you have any success with faceless channels? Did you try anything?
Yes, I did try, but I was always struggling to find a niche that worked because I wasn't sure which one would work. And the other thing that I struggled most with was the scripts. I never knew how to completely write them, and I actually never finished one before I started this. And that's why I never posted my first video and never really started a channel. But I was trying and I didn't really have the tools for it either, so I didn't know how to do it.
Okay, awesome. And then like obviously everything changed once once we met, once we, started working together. Now, a question I would have is how did you actually, come across me? Like where did you find me? How did you find me?
I actually found you on your YouTube, and at first I thought, okay, maybe it's a scam, but then I said, okay, whatever, I'm gonna try it anyways, because even if it's a scam, I thought, okay, maybe it's legit, I'm gonna try it. Because I saw on your website how many successes you have, and I thought, okay, maybe I can also become one of them, and then I applied.
Okay, so then, we had the call together and I saw like, hey, I could probably help you to, build that first channel, build that income online. What was the thing that made you say like, okay, yes, I'm going to go with you, and we're just gonna get started. I'm just gonna try it out.
Like I said before, I was very skeptical in the beginning if it's real or not, but I saw how many people you helped, and then I thought, okay, maybe you're gonna help me too, and I can really build a steady income, not like the other side hustles I tried before. And exactly that happened.
Yeah, and then we actually started working together. How were the first weeks for you? Like, what did you learn? What did we do? What did you do? How were the first weeks?
So in the beginning, it was really overwhelming going through all that information. And it was really helpful because I learned a lot of new things like editing or finding how to find a good niche that actually works. And it was always helpful to have the calls because they were helping me with the right niche and understand everything a lot better and just overall helping.
Yeah, we always try to, pick the niches with the students so we, have a higher chance of the students actually being super successful with it because I've obviously picked thousands of niches in the past. So kind of know how a good niche looks like. So we, like I said, always try to pick niches with the students to really make sure that they, get successful or become successful. Now, what was the moment where, everything clicked for you?
For me, it was when we found the right niche because the niche is everything. You can have a bad niche and post excellent videos and they won't get any views. And I just found it really helpful that they showed how to do the niche research and to find really good niches because that's the most important thing about the YouTube automation work.
Yeah, I always say like you can start a channel in a very bad niche and post the best video possible, like the best video on YouTube, and it won't get any views if you're in a bad niche. If you're in a good niche, you can literally post a super bad video and it's still going to get views. So like the niche is everything. And that's why we focus so hard on, picking the right niche with our students. So now we come to the most interesting part for, the people, probably the only or the biggest reasons why people even watch this video. Where are you at in terms of results? Like we started round about 2 months ago, somewhere in July, I think. Now, where are you
Yes.
at with results, like at this current moment? Do you want to share your screen?
Yes.
Okay, so here we can see now that you made $3,600 in the last 28 days. Now, just a quick question. What is your profit margin? Because you do all of the videos yourself. These videos are very simple to create, right? So how long does it firstly take you to create a video? And then secondly, what's your profit margins? Because we obviously have the very cheap voiceover tool that we use, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's basically everything is profit, right?
Yes, almost. So the Premiere Pro or the Adobe that I use is 116 euros a month, and the voiceovers, they're very cheap. They're
Yeah.
not even 10 euros. But overall, like almost everything is profit.
Okay, that's obviously very good. And how much time do you actually spend on this channel? Because obviously you create the videos yourself. Um, these are quite simple videos, if I can say it like that. How much time do you actually spend a day to, create these videos? Yeah, because I see you post 3 videos a day, plus you work in a 9 to 5 job. How much time do you spend on it?
So in the beginning, it took a bit longer because I was still in the learning process. But nowadays, it takes 2 to 3 hours a day. Yeah,
Okay,
that's about
that's
it.
insane. That's insane. We'll probably very soon, get you to, work with our team. Obviously they are very affordable, if I can say it like that. So we'll probably very soon, get you to work with them because you also started a different channel a few days ago. We started that one together, which is absolutely exploding. So let's have a look at that one. Okay, so this is your second channel that we started, which is absolutely fantastic. We can see you posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos until now, 230,000 views, which is super fantastic. Like probably gonna get monetized by the end of this week, which would be very cool. Just a quick question. What method did you use to pick this niche?
So when I did the niche research, I actually used the one that you recommended. The uh,
Method.
homepage, the homepage method, and it was really helpful. And it didn't take too long. I think maybe an hour to find this niche, if even an hour.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay, and then like just a quick question because obviously I've been crushing it with YouTube. For the first channel, right? Because how long, because I think many people will be interested in that. How long did it actually take you to get monetized? Because we obviously had that problem with YouTube that it was deleting subscribers really randomly, which I've, not seen very often. But how long did it take you to get monetized?
So with that channel, it actually took me about a month or 6 weeks. Yeah, I would say 6 weeks because my subscribers kept being deleted. So it did take a bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was super strange that it took like so long. But the good thing is you literally monetized the channel and I think you like immediately almost had $100 day or something. And then
Yeah.
the first month where, you had the channel monetized, it already made like $3,600, which is obviously super cool to see. Now, where do you see yourself in like 6 to 12 months from now? Like, what are your goals with YouTube? Like, where do you want to be?
So I'm hoping to start a few more channels to earn about 10 to 15,000 US a month. And then obviously at some point I want to quit my 9 to 5 and make myself self-efficient because working for someone isn't always fun. And yeah, that's actually my goal.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll reach that. So we'll probably do, another call, I don't know, maybe it's going to take 3 months, maybe 6 months from now when you hit that 10, 15K a month. Okay, one more question and then you're free to go. For anyone who's watching, this video here right now that is on the fence, they're about to start or they don't really know if they should start this yet, what would you tell them?
So I would just say, go for it. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be the best thing you ever did in your life. And for this specifically, I can tell you it is. Because with my experience, I don't think you can really fail at this. You just need the motivation and the ambition to really pull this through. And you need to continue, even on the hard days. You need to keep on pushing, and you'll see the results are great. Obviously, it helps to have someone there if you struggle, and to have the right strategies and to understand everything that you're doing. And that's the most important thing. And to have that support if something doesn't work out. So all in all, just go for it. You don't really have anything to lose. And believe me, you're not going to regret this.
So exactly like she said, like you literally don't have anything to lose. We just have one life. So, take that risk, go for it, start that channel. And then, we'll see where you are at in like 6 months. And then obviously I do highly appreciate you taking the time to jumping on the call with me. Hopefully we will speak in like 6 months again when you're at like 15, maybe even 20K a month. We'll see how fast that goes. You said you got yourself a new computer, so which is, an upgrade. So we can, push out the videos even faster. So then we'll speak like in 6 months or something, we'll speak again. Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. And like Iria said, like every single person can do it. The only thing you need is the motivation and the right strategies, and anyone can do it. So like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're interested in getting the same results as she did, then just check out the first link in the video description, book your one-on-one call with me, and we'll see if you would be a good fit and if we can get you results like we did for Iria. Now you know exactly how to choose a niche, but let me show you exactly from A to Z how to create a channel and optimize it successfully. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So this is going to be a very basic video on how to actually create a channel. So firstly, you need to go to YouTube like I am here already. Then you just click on sign in. Okay, then it will take you here. Then you can either sign in into your email address or Gmail address. But for this case, we're going to create a brand new Gmail address, which I would recommend. So we're just gonna go through this process quickly like that. I think most of you guys will know how all of this works, but I'm just gonna do it quickly for the people who don't know it. So then you just put in all of that. Then here, okay, like that. Then you can create your own. Then you can literally name it. I'm gonna just name it test freedom channels like this. Next, then just password like that. And now we are basically done. So I would recommend you guys to add a recovery email. But yeah, this is basically, you just need to create a Gmail account and then you can wait. Okay, so now our channel is basically created, as you guys see here. Now we can just click on here, create channel, and then you can name it whatever you want to, okay? Now for the channel name, you can literally go to ChatGPT, give it your niche, and then basically let ChatGPT give you some niche ideas, or not niche ideas, sorry, name ideas. So for this case, I'm just going to leave it at Steffen Miro now, or let me actually change it to freedom channels like that. And then I would just click on create channel like that. You have to wait. And now your channel has been created, and now you can go to YouTube Studio. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to verify your YouTube account. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm quickly going to show you guys how to verify your YouTube account. So firstly, you need to come to settings, then general, then channel, then feature eligibility. Now, firstly, you need to verify it with your phone number. So on here, you just need to verify it with your phone number. Keep in mind, you can only verify 2 accounts every single year, but like with your phone number. But if you have done more than that already, you can literally go to Google and you can look up here, online numbers, like that. And then you can just use online Zim, and there you can basically generate a phone number, and you won't ever need this phone number again, but you generate a phone number to which you can just send a code, and then it will give you the code, and you just add the code here, and then your channel will be verified, okay? So you can then actually upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes. You can add custom thumbnails, which is really important, and you can then live stream on your channel. Now, the next thing is here, now, due to me living in Namibia, I cannot like verify this with my ID, but here you can actually verify the channel with your ID so that you are able to apply for monetization. So this is very important to just apply there with your ID. This usually, if you don't do that, it's usually gonna take around 2 months to build some channel history, and then this is gonna be enabled as well. So if you don't want to do it with your ID or anything like that, it's gonna take around like 2 months, and then this is gonna be enabled as well. So this is basically just to protect YouTube users from scams and stuff like that. So first, you have to build a channel history, which takes, like I said, around 2 months of uploading to your channel, and then you can, or then it will be enabled, and you can then apply for monetization. Or you can just, like I already mentioned, just apply or verify it with your ID, your driver's license, or anything like that. I think you can even do face recognition or face verification there. So yeah, so this is basically how you verify your YouTube account, and I'll see you in the next video where I'll show you how to optimize your YouTube account. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm quickly going to show you guys how to optimize your YouTube account. So firstly, you want to come to settings, okay, then to channel. Then here you can choose whatever country you live in. So let's say, for example, United States. Now here at channel keywords, I want you, now this is not gonna like hugely boost your performance or anything like that, but we always just want to give YouTube as much data as possible, okay? So whatever niche you are in, fill out all of the spaces you have for the keywords here, just to give YouTube as much data about your channel and your niche as possible. So for example, if we are in the sports niche or soccer niche, we can add soccer player. What you can also do is you can just come to rapid tags, this rapidtags.io, and then you can type in here, for example, sock, like that, just as an example. Probably not the best here now, but you can just like, whatever you do, you can come here, you can look at some tags they have generated and add them here, okay? But make sure to fill out these whole spaces you have, okay? Then next up, you go to advanced features. Then here you can just set it, no, this channel is not made for kids, because otherwise people cannot comment on your videos, okay? That's all you have to do here. Then upload defaults. Now what I always do is I put it on private, okay? Then on here, you can select your category. So just get to it as near as possible. So for example, if you create documentary videos, you can, for example, click here on entertainment. So video language, I always like take English here as well. So I always choose this actually. I never just leave it here. This you can just leave. Then title, you can choose English as well. Now here, the rest you can just leave. Then click on save. Okay, now your channel settings are done. What you can do now is you come to customization. Now here you have to upload a banner image, right? So this is going to be basically the red image on here, and a profile picture. So you just click on upload and then you can choose it, okay? Now, if you don't know where to get these, I'll actually link a guy who does these like really, really well under this video, okay? It's gonna be on Fiverr. You can actually also create them yourself if you want to, or like the easiest way is just outsourcing them, because this is actually really important. You want to have it look very professional, so more people actually subscribe to your channel. Especially if you're a very small channel, it's very important that your channel actually looks very professional, because otherwise the subscriber to view ratio is going to be very low, and it's going to take you way longer to hit your first 1,000 subscribers, okay? Then you can just add a little channel description. For that, you can also go to ChatGPT, just tell it like, hey, I have a YouTube channel in this and this niche. I post videos about this and this. Can you write me a channel description, just a short one? And you can literally just copy and paste it into here. Here you can add your email address for companies and stuff to actually contact you. Okay, so add your email address here, and then here you can, in most cases, just add your logo, or you can just leave it. This is not really necessary. Then we come to this. Always make sure to turn this on, and then you actually want to remove all of this first, like that. And then you add this section, okay? So firstly, channel trailer. Here you can then choose choose the best video on your channel, because that's actually going to be shown to the people that haven't subscribed to your channel, okay? And then below that, you want For You. So this is going to be, and I always choose this because I just think it's like the smartest thing you can do, because this, as you can see here, YouTube recommends fresh content based on your viewers' interests, right? So this is going to be the highest up on your channel. And then the next section, you can do most popular videos. So this will be the most popular videos on your channel. And then below that, you can add videos, and that will then be the newest videos. And that's literally all you have to do to basically optimize your channel. It's as easy as this. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions for this, and just follow along with the video, and then you should be good to go. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about different kinds of YouTube channels. So either pre-monetized, aged, or a brand new channel. Now I'm just going to explain to you guys the differences, right? So, and where you can actually get them. So let's first off start out with a brand new channel. Okay. So this is when you literally create a brand new YouTube channel, okay? So this is completely for free. Anyone can create a YouTube channel. Now, the only bad thing is with these brand new YouTube channels, we have experienced in the past that YouTube does take quite longer to actually push out the videos, right? Now, why is that so? It's like that because there are obviously a lot of spam channels on YouTube, okay? So that's why YouTube often takes pretty long to push out these brand new channels. And that's why we usually go to aged channels or pre-monetized channels, which I'm gonna explain now. But yeah, you can still go for the brand new channel. What I would recommend though is I would recommend you to get a age channel. Now what this is just a very, 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 very old YouTube account, okay? Now you can get these channels on agedprofiles.com. I will also link that below the video. Now the only thing is you have to buy with crypto on here, or the whole payment is with crypto, but they do have support on Telegram, so you can just message them and they will assist you with the whole payment, okay? So as you can see here, the accounts go from like $6, $4, $5. So these accounts are very cheap, and all these accounts basically, like how these accounts basically look, it's literally a very, very old YouTube channel, as you can see here, from 2006 to 2009, with some videos on, and these channels usually get pushed out way quicker than brand new YouTube channels. And that's just because of the spam factor for the old ones, for the brand new ones. And the old ones, they already have a bunch of trust with YouTube, right? So that's why I would always prefer the age channels over a brand new channel, okay? Now, next up, we have pre-monetized channel. Now, as this already states, this channel or these kind of channels already have 1,000 subscribers, right? 1,000 subs or subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, okay? So these channels are already monetized. Now, you have to keep in mind that when you start out with a pre-monetized channel, this channel isn't making thousands of dollars a month yet, okay? So it's basically an inactive channel that is already monetized, where you can literally just start posting, and once a video goes viral, you immediately make money with that. And the awesome part about the pre-monetized channels, especially if you go into a very viral niche, is that in most cases, if the videos blow up right away, and like, if you had, for example, an age channel, you would miss out on all of that money, which you would actually make if you had a pre-monetized channel. Now, let me explain. We, for example, had a channel last year where we made $8,000 in the first week of running the channel. And if we wouldn't have the pre-monetized channel, we would miss out on all of that revenue because it takes some time to actually get monetized, right? For YouTube to review your channel and all of these things. But what we usually do is we test on 2 different channels. And why we do that is because YouTube has something that's called a trust score, or I believe it's called like this. And every account has that, okay? Now, some accounts go super viral, right? And some accounts just flatline. There's nothing. They don't get any impressions, nothing. So what I would always recommend you guys to do, if you start a channel, post the videos to 2 different accounts, okay? So it can be one pre-monetized channel and 1 age channel, or it can also be 2 age channels or 2 pre-monetized channels, right? Or you can also test it to a brand new account and brand new channel. But I would always recommend you guys to test it to different accounts, because YouTube is sometimes not pushing out on specific channels. So we had, for example, a video that literally, I posted it to a channel. It literally got, it got 3 views in 5 days, right? 5 days. And then I decided like, hey, let me actually post it to another channel. And on the other channel, it got 1 million views, right? In around about a week. Okay. And that's just because I posted it to another channel, because this channel here just wasn't good. Some YouTube accounts, and it's exactly the same with TikTok, with Instagram, with all of these platforms, some accounts just don't get pushed out, and you see it over and over again. That's why, for example, the dropshippers, what they do is if they do organic like marketing, they will start like 10, 12, 20 different TikTok pages, and then they just stick to the ones that work, right? So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to do exactly the same. Test on multiple different accounts, and the account that works, you just stick to that account, okay? And if none of these accounts work, then you most probably don't have a good niche. And I would recommend you to go back to step 1 and choose a new niche. Now, just quickly, where can you actually get the pre-monetized channels? So there will also be a link down below. You can get them on the website premonetizedchannels.com. Now, this website is actually run by my team. So these are some of the best pre-monetized channels out there. Let me just show you guys. They cost around $595. Now, why do they cost that much? And the prices do fluctuate. So if you guys see a different price in some time from now, that's just because the demand increases and decreases and increases. So the prices for the pre-monetized channels, they do go up and down the whole time, okay? So yeah, this is basically what I would recommend you to do. And now you know everything about the accounts. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get into content creation. This is something everyone is struggling with, so I really hope you enjoyed this module. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So you have 3 ways to go about content creation. So firstly, you can do it yourself. Secondly, you can use the hybrid method, where you basically do some of the stuff you like and outsource the stuff you don't like, right? For example, you do the scripting and you outsource the voiceover and the video editing and thumbnail designing. Something in that direction, right? You can, for example, also do the video editing and the thumbnail designing and outsource the scripting and the voiceover, right? So that is basically the hybrid method. Or you can outsource everything, which I kind of prefer, the hybrid or the outsourcing everything. That's kind of what I prefer. But now let's have a look at the advantages and disadvantages of each. So if you do it yourself, the advantages of it, they are basically no costs, right? Because you don't have to pay anyone to create the content. You can upload videos for free to YouTube. And there are basically so many free softwares you can use to create content, right? So they are basically no costs, which is pretty cool. You have 100% profit margin, and you learn new skills. So if you have never edited any videos before, it's not impossible. You can learn it. So you will learn new skills, and you have full control of how the video is going to look like at the end. Now, the disadvantages are that it's not scalable. You can't create 20 videos a day. So you will be limited to 1 or 2 channels, and you can't do more because it will be physically impossible to do more. Okay, so it's not very scalable. It's super time consuming because you actually have to sit down and create the videos, which does take some time. Then the whole learning process does take some time. So like I said, around 3 months, and then you should be able to edit a quite good video. Then without you, there's no money. Without you, you can't upload any new videos, and that means you don't make any money, right? Now, obviously, the old videos you have posted will still make you money, but you always want to keep on uploading to make more and more and more money, okay? So, like I said, without you, no money. Yeah, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of doing it yourself. Now, the hybrid method, this is the advantages of it, very low costs because you only outsource certain parts. Then you can do whatever you like. So if you like scripting, you do only that. If you like video editing, you do only that, okay? So you do what you like. Then you still have a bunch of control about how the video's gonna look like in the end. Now the disadvantages are it's only partially scalable because with this you can actually do some more videos, but you'll still never be able to do 20 videos, 30 videos a day. Now, most people probably never want to do that, but still you won't be able to do like 5 videos a day or 2 videos a day or 3 videos a day. That's why I say it's only partially scalable. Now, it's still time consuming because you still have to sit there and you still have to do a bunch of working on the channel, like actually maybe scripting or editing the video or designing the thumbnail. So it's still time consuming. Now, some money is required for it because you obviously have to pay the team to create the content or to create the specific things you don't want to do. Now, again, without you, no money. And that's because you are part of the team. You are part of the content creation process. And if you are just gone, the team can't continue on their own, right? Yeah, so these are basically the advantages and disadvantages for the hybrid method, where you do some of the work and the team does some of the work. Now, if you want to outsource all, the advantages of it is not time consuming. So like I said, we're posting so many videos every single day, every single week. I don't spend that much time on it. Like, yes, I do spend a bunch of time on researching video topics and researching new niches, but that's because we want to scale. We want to build more and more and more and more channels. But if you just want to do like 2-3 channels, it's not that time consuming because all you have to do in the morning, wake up, you choose some video topics and your team creates them, okay? It's extremely scalable because you can just literally hire more people to create the content for you. So let's say you're posting 5 videos, but now you want to post 7 videos. You just hire more people to create the content for you. Now you still have an 80% plus profit margin. Now this is actually what I've seen around my channels, that's around about 80% profit margin or more. And then you have time freedom. You can literally do whatever you want because your team handles the whole operation. You can even go as far and literally hire someone who uploads and schedules the video for you, someone who manages your team, all of these things. So you have complete time freedom because you don't have to sit there and do all of the hard work, right? So there's gonna be no more working 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, nothing like that, okay? Because in the end of the day, we want an income stream like this because we don't want to feel trapped anymore, right? So, and that's why I love YouTube automation. Like I already mentioned, there's no business model out there where you have so much time freedom if you set it up correctly, as with YouTube automation or Faceless YouTube channels. Now, the other cool thing is, or advantage is, you work with experienced freelancers. They already know what they're doing. So you're, from the beginning on, gonna get pretty good videos, okay? So that's a very good plus point. Then, without you, you still make money because you can still upload videos. The freelancers are still gonna keep on working. Obviously, you still have to give them video topics and all of these things. So it's not completely without you. So you still have to spend some time on it, but not hours every single day, right? So yeah, basically without you, you can still make money with the channel. And then the only disadvantages I see here are that you need some capital, right? Now you do need some capital if you outsource everything. Now that can be very different from niche to niche, how much you actually need. But I would say if you have $500 a month, that's pretty good, and you should come quite far with that, right? But the more you have, the better is it, obviously, because the more you can test at once. But $500, $300 to $500 just to get the feeling of it should be good enough. And yeah, if you have under that, then I would recommend this, where you still do some work, and once you then make money, you can just start to outsource everything. So yeah, these are basically the 3 ways you can go about content creation. So either you do it yourself, or you do the hybrid method where you do some of the stuff and the team does the rest, or you outsource everything where the team does everything. I do prefer these two. Just because of all of the advantages, right? And it's like way more scalable than just doing everything yourself. But in the beginning, you can obviously do it and you can decide. Like I said, I prefer hybrid and outsourcing everything. And yeah, this is it basically for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about what team members do you need and where should you hire who, right? Okay, so let's start out with the thumbnail designer. So for the thumbnail designer, I typically hire them from X or like Twitter, how it was, but I typically hire them from here just because on X you have extremely good thumbnail designers. They are a bit more expensive, but they're really, really good. Most of the guys on X actually really understand how to create a really good thumbnail. So if you're like looking for something really, really good, then I would recommend X. They have some really good thumbnails. So all you basically do is you go to the search bar, or where you can basically search something, just type in YouTube thumbnail designer or thumbnail designer, and there you will then in most cases find a lot of, or what means in most cases always, but you will find a lot of people that pop up with their portfolios and everything, where you can then just message them and ask, hey, how much do you charge for a thumbnail? Now, in most cases, they do charge quite a lot, but a tip I can give you is try to find thumbnail designers that don't have huge amounts of followers on Twitter yet, or people or thumbnail designers who haven't been discovered by really big YouTubers, because in most cases, they aren't that expensive, right? Now, next up, we have Fiverr. Fiverr is also good, but it's not as good as X. But you can get thumbnail designers for a bit cheaper. Same with Upwork. Not the best, but you can still get some pretty good thumbnail designers. So what I would recommend for hiring thumbnail designers, so X, Fiverr, or Upwork. X has obviously the best thumbnail designers out there. Then Fiverr, decent, and Upwork, decent thumbnail designers as well. Sometimes you get really lucky and get someone really, really good. I also hired some thumbnail designers from Upwork and Fiverr in the past, and I was lucky sometimes as well, where I got someone really, really good, right? Now for script writers, you need to hire them from Upwork. That's where I hire all of my script writers. Most of them are really, really good, so I would hire them from Upwork. Then for voiceover artists, so voiceover artists, you can either use Fiverr and hire them from Fiverr. And the cool thing, and why I say Fiverr, is because you can literally listen to their voice before then actually hiring them, which you can also probably do on Upwork, but I prefer Fiverr. Or you can just use ElevenLabs. Now, we actually use ElevenLabs quite a lot. So it's but it's a AI voiceover tool where you can hire, or where you can create voiceovers, right? With AI. It costs around $99 per month, but you can get quite a lot of voiceovers with that. So I would recommend that if you don't want to record the voiceovers yourself, because yeah, then you can just use here ElevenLabs. Normally the voiceovers are, or will be, around, probably when you go to Fiverr, probably around, like if you're really lucky, $5. But in most cases it will be around about $20 for human voiceover. But we usually actually nowadays use a bunch of ElevenLabs just because it's like very fast and it's way cheaper than using a real person to do the voiceover. Now, a real person is obviously always better to do the voiceover because it builds like some kind of personal connection with the viewer. But I again have to say, ElevenLabs, really fast and really realistic voiceovers. And for $99 a month, you can't do anything wrong. And yeah, then video editors. So video editors, I don't find them on Upwork. I don't find them on Fiverr. I do only hire them from Upwork or X, right? Now, from Upwork, I usually hire like basic style editing videos for around $15 to $20 per 10 minutes. And then here on X, I usually hire people that are really advanced with video editing, that do animations and all of these things, who are really, really advanced with video editing, but they do charge a lot more. So with them, it can sometimes be $20 per minute, right? Or $80 per minute. So I'd stick to Upwork in the beginning, right? It's the best in the beginning, especially if you're just starting out, because you don't want to throw thousands of dollars at one single niche. So that's why I would recommend Upwork, and just get the ball rolling, get some easy and cheaper videos out. And if they don't get views, you guys know what to do then. But yeah, I would use Upwork for video editors, especially in the beginning. And then last one, channel managers. So once you start making money with your channel, and once you want to buy back some time and you don't really want to schedule the videos anymore, then you can always get a channel manager, okay? Now, usually the channel managers actually get 5% of the channel revenue and a little salary, right? So it's different for every person, how much they make. I think it's usually it comes down to how much your channels already make and how much percent that 5% or how much money that 5% of the revenue is going to be. But if it's not very high, then you have to give them a salary too. So what they basically do and where you can hire them is they basically control the whole team. So they make sure the videos are uploaded, the videos are up to standard and all of these things. Now, who you can hire there, firstly, look in your friends group or in the people you know. Maybe someone of them can actually do this for you, right? So always look in family, friends, people you know. Always have a look at those people as well. Then you can also hire them on Upwork. Also a good place. I've never hired them on Upwork. So what I've done actually is I took one of my freelancers. Usually it's either the scriptwriter or the video editor, and I made them as channel manager. So they get a 5% on top of the usual money they get from me. So this is how I do it usually. Yeah, so this is basically how and where I hire all of my people, and where I'd recommend you guys to hire your people as well. And this is where I've been getting the best people and where I have the most amount of experience hiring from. So yeah, I hope you learned something in this video, and then we'll see each other in the next one. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to talk all about how to automate your team. So let's get started. So firstly, you will get in contact with the team members on Fiverr, X, and Upwork, okay? Now, firstly, we'll speak to them there. And then what I want you to do is I want you to move them to WhatsApp or any other kind of messenger, right? Where you have quick access to them. Like, for example, Slack, Telegram, all of these different platforms where you can have very quick access to them, because the most important thing you want to have is you want to have a very fast response time from your team, okay? So the whole automation part and automating your team isn't actually that difficult. You just need a team that works as you want to work, okay? So like I said, first you contact them here and you speak to them there. And then you want to take them over to WhatsApp or any other kind of messenger, right? Now, how you do that, because you like on Fiverr and on Upwork, you can't just message them and tell them like, hey, send me your number, I'm going to text you on WhatsApp, because you are going to get banned. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a document like this. Hey, I have my whole team on WhatsApp. Can you just contact me there with your phone number here? Mine is now just blurred out because I don't want to publicly show my phone number. And then you can just download this and you can send it to them. And 9 out of 10 times, they will then end up contacting you on WhatsApp, where you have then very fast response times and it's very easy to communicate with them. Now, how do you actually automate the whole process, okay? So firstly, I want you to make a WhatsApp group with all of your team members in, okay? Because then these two methods, which I'm going to show you now, are going to work very well. So firstly, we have Trello, okay? So this is basically how Trello works. So here you can have, for example, video idea, thumbnail, script, edit, and then ready for upload and upload it, okay? So what you do is you add all of your team members into your Trello board, and then you will basically put in a video idea. Now this is just for my personal brand channel, but you will put in a video idea, and then the thumbnail designer will see, hey, okay, there's a new idea. He will pull it over here. He will create the thumbnail, and once you approve it, you just move it over to script. Okay, and then the script writer writes the script. He lets the voiceover artist or the video editor know in the group, and then here's now no voiceover artist, but usually there is. It's just because it's for my personal brand. But then the voiceover artist will create the voiceover. Then he will move it over to edit. He will let the editor know. The editor will edit this video. He will move it over to ready for upload, and then it can just be uploaded, right? So this is basically how Trello works. Now, I've been using Trello in the past for my channels, but I've actually moved on, and I'm actually using Google Sheets these days, just because in my opinion, it's way easier to just use Google Sheets than to use here Trello. And let me show you how the Google Sheets document looks like that we are doing, okay? So here you can just put the date, right? Then you put in the video topic here. Then you put in the reference video here, okay? Now, once this is in, and you need your team to just have a look at the sheet or like every day, okay? And you can also just let your team know in the WhatsApp group. And that's why you need a WhatsApp group, so everyone can just be notified that there's a video topic in the sheet at once, okay? So what you do is like I said, you add the topic, then the script writer will come, he will add the script in here, okay? There's now no thumbnail here because in most cases, I create the thumbnails myself for my Faceless channels, like for many of them. But you can, for example, now add thumbnails here as well. But then you will notify the guys in the group. The thumbnail designer will come, he will edit the thumbnail. The script writer will write the script. He will just add it in here. The voiceover artist will just add the voiceover. Then you just add a deadline and then the final video, okay? And then here you can just add the optimization. For example, if you have a team manager who uploads the video for you. So yeah, this is basically how the whole process works. I usually, like I said already, I use Google Sheets. It's just way easier than Trello in my opinion. But yeah, you can decide if you want to use Trello or Google Sheets. Both are free to use. Then make sure to make a WhatsApp group or any kind of group where everyone is in, just so you have very fast communication with all of your team members. So this is basically all you need to know for basically automating your team, or let them do all of the work on, how do you say it? Okay, I don't know how to say it, but let them do all of the work on here and there again. I don't know how to say it. And what you can then also do somewhere is to actually get someone to like basically do this whole process for you. So this person, just as an example, they will then actually play the role of the manager of the channel. So this person will only talk to you, right? This is you. Whoops. This person will only talk to you, and you only talk to him. And all of the team members, right, literally talk to him only. And this is pretty cool. And you don't need this in the beginning, especially if you just run one channel. But if you run multiple channels, you want to hire someone who actually speaks to the team members and the team members speak to him. Now, the reason why, because if you run multiple channels, you don't want to sit on your phone the whole day, right? So you only want to answer the important messages, which you get from the channel manager. And the rest, he does with the team. He follow-ups and sees like that the team does the videos, that the videos are correct and all of these things, right? Now, another very important thing, if you create the WhatsApp group, make sure to have very clear rules and very clear guidelines for the team. Show them exactly, like just get OBS, right? Like here, this, for example, like I'm recording here now, just get OBS and then just record your screen and show them exactly how the sheet works so that they understand it. Because if just one person makes a mistake in the sheet, the whole process is going to be delayed. Okay. So yeah, I hope all of this makes sense. Let me know if there are any questions. And this is basically to automate your team. It's as simple as this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So this is actually going to be a very fast video. So this is basically just going to be about how do you actually pay your team members. So the most used payment methods are actually bank transfer. So you can do bank transfer. Now the thing is, with most of the freelancers, you kind of want to do it in a way that you pay only once they have delivered the video, okay? And why I say that is because some freelancers, if they get paid right away, they will take ages to create the video for you. So that's why you want to make sure that you first get the video, they can put a watermark on it and everything, and then only you pay them, okay? So for that, you can use bank transfer. You can use Wise. Wise is also well known, or you can use PayPal. Now, PayPal is not available in every single country. So PayPal is it's like a 50-50 for PayPal. I like PayPal a lot, but it's a 50-50. And then you can also use Remitly for the people who know it. I actually have never heard of it before until one of the freelancers actually wanted the payment through that. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of people wanted the payment through that. But yeah, like I said, bank transfer, Wise, PayPal, and Remitly. These are the most well-known payment methods for freelancers. Obviously, you still have Fiverr, where you can pay on Fiverr. If you're working with someone on Fiverr, I would recommend that in the beginning. Then actually get them over to WhatsApp and pay them through one of these payment methods. And exactly the same for Upwork. So you can also pay directly through Upwork, but there are also always fees and stuff like that, and also for the freelancers. And that's why the freelancers don't mind going off platform to places like this. Just make sure when you're actually taking them off platform, send them a document, just a document, a document, a PDF file with your phone number, your Instagram username. Don't just send it in like that into the chat, because otherwise, just don't send into the chat, for example, hey, send me your number, just as an example, because then your what's it called? Your Fiverr or your Upwork account is going to be banned. So send them a document with your phone number in and tell them to contact you on there. And then you should be good to get them over to WhatsApp and then use one of these payment methods. So like I said, this is going to be a short video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So now we come to uploading and optimizing your videos correctly, how to choose a title, a thumbnail, a description, all of these things. So enjoy this module and you will learn a lot. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can upload a video to YouTube. This is actually very simple, and this is going to be a very short video, but I just want to bring it in so everyone knows how to do it. Okay, so let's hop onto my screen. So once you are on YouTube, you can simply click here on create, then upload videos, then click on files. And here, let's say, for example, we're just going to upload this. So now the video is basically uploading. In the next few videos, we are going to talk about basically adding description and tags to your video, right? That's what we're going to do in the next few videos. So if you just open up a normal YouTube, you can see that you can also just click on this and then here upload. And that's exactly how you upload videos to YouTube. That's how easy it is. So in the next few videos, I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys everything you need to know when you're uploading a video to YouTube, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can add your video title, your description, and your video tags, and obviously your thumbnail, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys in this video. So let's hop onto my screen. So here we can add a title, right? So in the next few videos somewhere, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how a good title looks like, right? So we're just going to add your title here. So, because in the next few videos, I'm going to explain how a good title looks like, right? So you basically add your title inside here. One tip I can give you guys now already is make sure every word is capital letter, but it also depends on the topic, okay? So then for the description, guys, the description is actually not as important anymore. You will see a bunch of bigger YouTube channels not even having a description, but I would always recommend you guys to basically do it exactly like this, right? So first you paste your video title inside here to be the first line of your description, basically, right? Then in the next, then you write a paragraph, right? Basically write a paragraph, right? About your video topic, right? Or about your video. So you just write like 1, 2, 3 lines about your video and try to use as many keywords as possible. Try to repeat your title. And that's exactly what you're going to do here, right? Just to give YouTube some data, especially if you're a new channel, so that they know where should they push out your video, right? So just write like a little description. I'll also put a template below this video. Very, very simple, right? And that's exactly what you want to do here. So write a paragraph of like 4 lines right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5, something like that. You can, as the longer the better, to be honest, but you don't need to go crazy on this, okay? So what I like to do then is what I do is to have some similar metadata on all of my videos. I basically write my channel description, right? So just a little channel description, right? So, hey, welcome to channel name, right? And then you just write like 1 or 2 sentences about your channel, what topics you're uploading, and you basically have that in every single video you upload, okay? Just so that, because on YouTube, there is like a YouTube suggested tab, right? So let's say if you, for example, look at a video on YouTube, right? Let's say, for example, we look at here this video, then if you do this with a similar metadata, you have a big chance of your own video popping up here, right? And that's exactly what you want to basically loop viewers on your YouTube channel, because YouTube is going to reward you for that. Okay, so then you just have that. And if you want to, you can have some links inside here as well, right? So basically you add your video title here, write a paragraph about what your video is, right? And make sure to use a lot of keywords, right? For example, if you have a video about football, then write football, write Ronaldo, have Ronaldo inside the top, like whatever your video is about, just include a lot of keywords, right? So then here you can add your thumbnail. So you just click here and let's just add this one here. So then you just add a thumbnail here, playlist. So normally I do add playlists, and I would recommend you guys to do that as well. So you can just add a playlist, whatever your video is about. Let's say, for example, you create a video about top celebrities or top football skills, and you do multiple of those videos, then you can do a playlist out of that, right? I hope you guys understand what I mean. So next up, you want to choose here, not made for kids. Most of that we already have. Now we come to video tags, right? So the thing is, most people think that video tags are actually very, very important, but the description and the video tags aren't as important for normal YouTube automation channels. Look, if you want to go search based and you want to mainly be found through search, then this is the way to go. Then you want to focus highly on adding the exact specific tags to your video, having a super optimized video description, but that's not what we're going to focus on here, right? We're just focusing on YouTube automation on the normal way, okay? Not on like search based or anything like that. Okay, so for tags, what I usually just do is I go to rapidtags.io. You guys can do that too. And then I basically enter my video title here. So like you guys see here, I've entered a bunch of video titles inside here. So let's say, for example, 10 times Ronaldo shocked the world, like that. I get the tags. This is pretty cool. Then I copy them inside here. By the way, what you can also always do, which also helps a lot, you can use some of these tags and include them into your video description, right? You can write about these tags or include them into your paragraph. That also helps a lot. And I just want to mention, do not just copy your tags into your video description, right? You want to write it out so that a human can actually read it. And it's not like most people won't even read it, but it's just to show YouTube in the beginning who you are creating content for, right? So I hope this makes sense. This should be everything. I really hope this makes sense. Don't focus too much on your tags. Don't overcomplicate it. For your description, just add your video title into your description, the paragraph about your YouTube channel. And then if you have some links or anything, any social medias, you can also link that there. Yeah, that's basically how I almost always write my video description. So all of these things we have already put in. So that's exactly how I write my video descriptions. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about how a good title looks like, okay? So a title always goes together with a thumbnail, right? But keep in mind, a thumbnail is more important. So it's first the thumbnail and then the title. The title must just basically complete the story the thumbnail tries to tell. So basically, so when you're trying to brainstorm for your title, look at your thumbnail, right? And try to come up with a title that complements or that adds value to your thumbnail, right? That basically it should complement your thumbnail, right? And not the other way around, because that's how most people do it. First the thumbnail, then the title, right? And these two should always go together. So the next thing I want to talk about is how long should your title be? So I would recommend to not go for very long titles. I would keep your titles under like 60 to 65 characters, right? That's what I personally always do. And another very important thing is don't use very complicated words or stuff like that in your title. Use a language that is very, very easy to read, right? So your title needs to be very, very easy to read. That is very important, okay? Always keep that in mind. I'll also put a checklist below this video so you can always just go through all of the boxes and see if your title ticks all boxes, right? And then another thing, many people try to pump their title full of keywords, right? You don't need that. In the beginning, maybe yes, add one big keyword or something into your title, but you don't need to add thousands of keywords in your title, okay? Just keep that in mind. Next up, you need to have title variations. So what we usually do, and I would recommend you to do that too, do not only come up with one title. Don't look at your thumbnail and just come up with one title. It's never going to be the best title, right? So what we usually do is we look at our thumbnail and basically write down or think about 10 video titles, right? We brainstorm 10 different variations. Obviously, it's going to take long, but in most cases, the 10th video title is going to be the best, right? So take your time when you're thinking of a title, take your time and really implement writing down like 10 different variations of video titles that could fit your thumbnail, right? And by the way, always make sure, or you can always use the Facebook group and share your titles and thumbnails inside there. So you can basically get feedback from the group and from me and from all of the others, right? To really help you to write the best titles possible. By the way, you guys can also use ChatGPT to come up with title variations. So you can basically paste your title inside there and ask it to give you guys 10 different variations. I just want you guys to keep in mind to always be creative with it, okay? Then I actually have a very cool tool for you to actually see how your title and your thumbnail looks like, right? So if we, for example, add a thumbnail inside here like that, and here you can add your title, I'm just going to add this now like this, but you can add your stuff inside there. I'm going to link it down below to make this whole process easier for you. Now it's loading. Okay, so here we can now see how this would look on YouTube, right? So you can actually see if you can see your whole title. You don't want your title to be like cut off or anything. So, and you can see your thumbnail, right? Then you can see it on like a tablet here as well. for example, okay, this doesn't stick out at all, but yeah, and here on a phone, right? So this is definitely very cool. I'll link it down below. But yeah, just come up with as many title variations as possible. It is really going to help you a lot to really come up with the best video titles possible, right? So yeah, this is basically it for this video. Obviously, we could go way deeper into this, but I don't think it is necessary. So this is like the main things you guys need to know. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can place ads on your videos. So I would always recommend you guys to upload video or to create videos that are longer than 8 minutes, because then you can actually add mid-roll ads to your videos and obviously make more money, right? So let's hop onto my screen. So I'm actually uploading another video because the other one was too short. So you just click on next, and here for monetization, you just click on and then review placement, right? And here, what I normally always do is I place an ad every 2 minutes, right? But a simple trick which can increase that people actually look at the ads, because sometimes they do click off. So don't like add your ads like this. This is wrong, right? You don't want so many ads. So add a ad every 2 to 3 minutes inside of your video. That should be good. And what you can also do is basically always, if you know like, hey, at 3 minutes, something very, very interesting is happening, then you can add an ad there, right? Because people will normally watch through that ad because they want to know what's happening, right? But so yeah, what I usually always do is I basically just place an ad around every 2 minutes, right? That's what I usually do. It works perfect for me. Yeah, just keep in mind, not every ad is gonna be shown to every viewer, but this is basically what I do. So I place an ad at the beginning of the video, then 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and then at the end one, right? So that's what I usually do to place my ads. So yeah, this is pretty easy. You guys can do this too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Everyone wants to make money with YouTube, so in the next module, I'm going to show you 5 different ways how you can monetize your Faceless YouTube channel. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to cover 5 ways to monetize on YouTube, or 5 ways to monetize your Faceless YouTube channel. So number 1 is the YouTube Partnership Program. Now, to join the YouTube Partnership Program, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, I know this might sound a lot, but it's really not that much. I've done it over and over and over under 10 days. You just need to pick the right niche, and then it's going to be very easy to get to these milestones, okay? So it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that much as long as you pick the right niche, right? Now, once you are on the YouTube Partnership Program, you can then actually put ads on your videos, which will then generate money for you, right? So this is in most cases the number 1 way to make money with YouTube, depending on the type of channel you have. But this is the way most people make money on YouTube, or almost everyone is making their main money from YouTube, okay? Now, next up, we have affiliate marketing. Now, for affiliate marketing, you can go to platforms like Amazon, you can go to websites like ClickBank, or even Digistore24. Now, let me actually show you exactly how this is done, and just an example so you can just kind of get an idea. So here, for example, the channel Future Tech, they create videos about tech gadgets, just as an example. And then they have a bunch of affiliate links in the video description. So trust me, these guys firstly make money through all of the views they get, and then make thousands of dollars with affiliate marketing, right? So this is like the best about YouTube, because you have attention. There's so many ways you can make money with it. And that's why I always say, like, YouTube automation and YouTube in general, building an audience is the best way to make money out there. Like, it's just like the best way to make money, okay? So like I said, Amazon, you can just sign up there for their affiliate program. ClickBank and Digistore24, these are all quite good, okay? Then you can do merchandise. So here you can go to print on demand, okay? So how this basically works is, if you have a really like a hardcore fan base of, for example, let's say you have a channel about sports, which I in most cases wouldn't recommend, which also has like a quite hard fan base, right? Someone who watches, for example, soccer videos on YouTube, they they are hardcore fans of the sport, right? So what you can do now is you can get some designs made, and then you can sell them under your videos or even promote them in the videos. Now, the cool thing with print on demand is you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for merchandise or stuff to be actually printed and made and stuff. But what happens is if someone goes from your YouTube channel and they buy something on your website, then only print on demand actually prints the whole thing and creates the whole thing and sends directly to the customer. So you don't have anything to do with the whole fulfillment process or anything, which makes it pretty cool. But I have to say, it's very important that you are in a niche where there's a hardcore fan base. For example, something about cars. What else is there? Animals, maybe even. Like, you need a niche where there's a hardcore fan base about something specific, and then you create merchandise around that specific topic, and that's then where you can actually make a lot of money, right? Now, for example, last year, we had a channel about the US election, Donald Trump versus Biden, Donald Trump versus Kamala, right? Now, they are also very hardcore fans, either of Donald Trump or of Kamala or of Biden, right? Now, you could create merchandise for both of these parties and basically sell it in your online shop or in your print on demand shop. Very easy to set up. And like I said, if you have a very hardcore fan base, why not do it, right? Why not do it? So then next up, we have sponsorship deals. Now for this, you actually need some more views. You need some more, your channel has to be a bit bigger. And then brands will automatically reach out to you to basically have or to buy segments in your video where you can basically promote their product. Okay, if you look at, for example, here, not Donald Trump, but Mr. Beast, just as an example, he has that a lot as well in his video, where they are paid sponsorships in the video, and you will see it. Like, just have a look at one of his videos, and you will see that they are paid advertisements in the video, and it's exactly the same with Faceless channels as well. So platforms or brands will actually come to you and pay you thousands of dollars to be promoted in your video. And this is actually, once you have a bigger channel, where a lot of money comes from. Like, I mean, a lot of money, because these brands obviously need attention. So they're going to pay a bunch of money to get a bunch of eyeballs on their brand. Okay, so this can be a good way to make money. So always make sure to actually have a contact email in your video description so the brands can actually reach out to you. Okay, then lastly, your own digital products. Now we have, for example, Marvin. He actually makes a few $1,000s a month. Next to his YouTube channel, he has a health channel, and he actually sells ebooks and makes a few $1,000s a month on the side from that, right? Now, platforms you can do that with is here, for example, Kajabi. This is very good. You can do it through Kajabi, or you could even build communities like, for example, this one. Paid communities can be free communities, whatever you want to, but you build them in Skool, right? And yeah, this is basically how you can monetize your YouTube channel then even outside of YouTube. I can tell you here, these digital products are really, really good because you create them once and you can sell them 100 million times. Okay, so there's no extra work included. Like, obviously in the beginning, take some time to set them up and get them created and stuff. But once they created, you can sell them over and over and over again. And like I said, use the website Kajabi to host it, or Skool. Skool is also really good. This here is Skool, where you're currently on. And yeah, so these are the 5 ways or best ways to monetize your YouTube channel. Now, all of them are pretty good. This and this and this are probably the best ones. Now, yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Let me know if you have any question. And I hope you guys learned something, and you'll see me in the next video. So there's some mistakes every single beginner is doing, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys in the next module. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about something you need to avoid, and that is buying subscribers and views. Okay, so many people think, and trust me, I'm not doing this video for no reason, right? Because I get a lot of messages of you guys or people in the YTA University buying subscribers and views. And guys, there is no shortcut to this, okay? If you go by views and subscribers, it will literally not help you. It will literally just break your channel. The only thing it will do is it will hurt your channel. It will do nothing else for you, okay? If you do everything correct, like I teach in this program, you will get views organically, okay? And I know there are a bunch of services out there which promise organic views and the views are from organic websites and what. They are lying, guys. Don't fall for that, okay? Because I've seen people spending hundreds of dollars on fake views and subscribers. It will literally not help you, okay? So leave your fingers from that. Don't even try it. There are no shortcuts, right? Just don't do it, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope that this is very, very clear. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So here's another mistake, and that is just quitting too early, okay? I see so many people giving up after uploading their first few videos and their videos did not perform so well. The videos didn't get hundreds of thousands of views. Guys, don't quit too early, okay? So YouTube is not easy. It's not easy to go viral on YouTube. But if you simply stick to the basic rules, which are taught in this program, the day will come where you will how do you say it, like reap the awards, if that's correct, right? The day will come, okay? Don't give up. If your first niche fails, don't give up. Try again, right? Don't see when a channel fails, don't see it as a failure, right? See it as an opportunity to learn. Why did that specific channel not succeed, right? Why did you not get the amount of views you wanted, right? Is it the niche? Are the videos not good enough? Is it the thumbnails? Like really go back and try to learn, right? Don't just quit, because if you quit, you fail, right? If you don't quit, you learn, okay? I hope this makes sense. I don't want you guys to quit. I just want you guys to keep moving forward, okay? Even if you fail sometimes, that is just part of the process of anything you do, okay? But as long as you do not quit, you do not fail, okay? So yeah, we'll see each other in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, I want to talk about the mistake of sharing your password with your team members, right? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because you don't know who they are. Okay, you probably know who they are, but you don't know where they live. In most cases, they come from India or from Pakistan, which doesn't mean they are evil people, okay? But you don't know what kind of person it is, right? You don't want your channel to get stolen. So watch this video now if you want to give your team members access to your channel, right? So what you basically do is you come to your YouTube studio, you click on settings, then permissions, then manage permissions, and I already opened it. So, and here you can basically choose what position you want to give, right? So let's say I want to give, okay, this is kind of a bit scary now. Let me just, why it's scary, because I don't want to send a random guy access to my YouTube channel. So what you can do here is you can basically make them channel manager, as you can see here. And that then allows them to upload videos to your YouTube channel. And that's exactly what you want to give them, channel manager, so they can upload videos to your YouTube channel. And they don't have the password, right? They can't change the password. They can't do any of these things. So yeah, just don't give your password out to any people, also not to your team. Even though you may trust them, don't do it. Just give them permissions to your YouTube channel and that should be good, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the mistake of not choosing the right niche. I see way too many people doing this. So how this basically looks like is you choose, for example, a niche, right? Let's say, for example, it's the soccer niche. But you post one soccer video or two soccer videos, but now you go ahead and you post a car video. And the next video is now a video about the top 10 biggest houses, right? YouTube will be confused once again. They will not know where to push your content, because first you were posting soccer content. Now you're posting car content. To who should they share your content, right? So stick to one niche. And another thing is, like, let's say the soccer content got good views, right? So your next few videos will be shown to the guys who clicked on the soccer videos as well, right? And once you post the car videos, your videos won't get any views because the soccer people won't click on the car videos because they're not interested in that. They're interested in soccer, right? Not cars. So, and they won't click on the video, and if they do, they won't watch it for long. So that just hurts again your click-through rate and your average video duration. Okay, so stick to one niche and just stick to it. Okay, stick to it and just keep posting videos in that one specific niche. Otherwise, you're gonna confuse YouTube. So yeah, this is it for this video. I hope you guys learned something, and we'll see each other in the next one. Now, last but not least, have a look at this case study from Martin, who went from $0 to making $35,000 in month 7, all by just implementing what I teach. So have a look at it, enjoy it. So guys, we're now here with Martin Desmond. Maybe you want to introduce yourself to
Hi everyone. My name is Martin Desmond, and I'm a student of Steffen Miro on a YouTube automation program.
Yes. So when did you join the program? It was around about 1.5 years ago, right?
Actually, I saw you on Instagram. That should be 2023, December actually, 2022 stroke 2023.
How was your life like before joining the YTA University or before working together with me?
Actually, it was hard, you know. As you know, I'm in the UAE. It's been 6 years plus now in Dubai. Yeah, I'm in Nigeria now. And I don't even think I'll travel anymore. There's no need since I can make it here. So, you know, when we travel abroad, we try to, make ends meet. So life there in the Arab world is not easy, as you know, trying to adapt and also trying to make good ends meet. Actually, it was not easy compared to how much you are making, and the standard of living there is not really easy. And if you have a big dream, you have to to think higher and see and have a good foresight.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I have to, while working my menial job there, I have to do what I love, trying to make money online. And before we met, that's why I said I tried to sign up for Amazon affiliate program because I love to make money online. That's what I love.
Yeah.
You understand? So it was not easy, actually. It was not easy. It was really before you could say, oh, I'm living comfortably in the Arab country and working, earning salary below $1,000. You know what I mean? So it's not really easy. So joining your YT University changed my life for good. Actually, I'm telling you.
Okay.
So joining YT University changed my life.
When did you realize like you need to make a change? Right, that was like you were first like living in the UAE, just working a normal 9-to-5 job, but you wanted to get out of that, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that
When I first say I need to change, is I'm married and I've already started a family. I cannot build a good family with the kind of salary you earn. It's not really easy back home in Africa. Quite well. And also, even you living abroad, you are not even comfortable. You are not living fine. So I said, no, I can't do this. I'm more than 30 years old.
Yeah.
I'm full adult, so I need to make some changes in terms of having two to three sources of income, whether online or offline.
The biggest motivator was your family, right?
Yes, my family is my biggest motivator.
Awesome,
I need to take good care of my family.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Did you have like any fears or any like doubts before like getting into the YouTube or Faceless YouTube industry? Was there like anything where you thought like, hey, this maybe can't work or this maybe doesn't work, or did you have any fears before actually joining this industry?
Yeah, first thing as a man are born to take risk, If you don't take risk as a man, you are going nowhere. So when you are going to something, first of all, you have to motivate yourself. This will work. The motivation you give yourself is the number one step to success. Because if you don't speak positively to yourself, I don't think you are serious. Because when I ventured into this, I said, this thing is going to work. It's just a matter of time. I just have to be patient and do the right thing according to our mentor. that are making it now don't feel like, oh, my own is not yet. You have to pay your dues before you get your outcome. So
Yeah.
don't fear, just keep doing the right thing.
You said something like very how do you say it, like very special, which I don't think like many people look at. You said, for example, as long as you do the right thing every day, your success is gonna come. And that's like completely correct.
Yeah,
Like, if you wake up every day
yes,
and just do what you have to do, some way you're gonna get
yes,
like successful, right? So
yes,
that was
yes, yes.
definitely
Yes,
very
like my
awesome.
videos now, like my videos, I do post randomly. But when you said you have to check your algorithm, what your algorithm is telling you,
Hmm.
that I think, for example, now my video algorithm said I should be posting 8 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, and I think Thursday.
Yeah.
So it was when I discovered that that is why my video is performing. And I noticed when I post 8 p.m. before before the end of 1 hour, I was across like 2,000 views,
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes 3,000. Yes. So that is when I say, oh wow, this is really the secret. You have to follow what your channel and what your algorithm is telling you. So
Yeah.
that is the key. So that is what I do.
And
Yeah.
was there like one specific thing about the like YTA University or now working closer with me, like one specific thing that really stood out to you where you were like, okay, this is really
Yeah,
cool.
and yeah, yes. The community is very loving people, very matured people, very, serious people. Although there are some of like one of my friend Andrew disappointed me. I always encourage him to, keep pushing.
Yeah.
Andrew, the German guy. We started the same time. So, but the community, we have a very good community, very matured community who are ready to work and also who have confidence in you. First of all, you have to have confidence in your teacher. If
Yeah.
you don't have confidence in your teacher, you too will fail because your teacher succeed. So I have the community is wonderful. YTA University community is awesome, like seriously.
Right. Then to the next question, I think like most people are just waiting for this one. So
Yeah,
let's have a look at your channel, like from where you started until now, like where you currently at revenue wise. Like last month was a very strong month for you.
yeah,
First
yeah,
time you hit $30,000 in 1 month, probably more
yeah,
already.
yeah,
So what we're just,
yeah, more. Yeah, it was now it's at 34,700
man,
and
that's awesome, man. And then,
yeah,
yeah, we'll just look at the whole like here profit margins, expenses for the channel you had until now, all of these things. So would you mind maybe opening up your channel, like the backend, so we can just have a look at the YouTube studio? That would be really awesome.
okay,
Okay, awesome, man. So now we are on your YouTube studio. So if you scroll down a bit, we can see that in the last 28 days, you literally made 23,000. Yeah, no, not 23, but $33,000, which is super, super
yes,
awesome. Would you mind
yeah,
just like refreshing the page so everyone can see that this is not like fake or anything like that? Because the people always like to claim that it's fake.
yeah,
You can see
yeah.
like
No, maybe when they see me, maybe when they see me, they tell from Nigeria, this guy, there's always
yeah,
they might not believe, but when they see me, they say, I say, okay, I think this is a go, especially my people,
yeah,
you
yeah,
understand. So when
and
they see too, maybe German or European, they say, this is a makeup. But
yeah,
I believe when they see me, they will believe.
yeah,
So
yeah.
here's the breakdown. As you can see, this is March 34,741
Mhm.
$41.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome, man. So almost $35,000 in March, which is just
yeah,
insane. With one channel,
yeah,
that's like extremely strong, man. And I can
yeah.
just tell you, you can be very proud of yourself. But now, just very quickly, how much did you spend on the channel in
That is
March?
in March. Like I will take maybe 3,000, $2,800, two thousand eight
Okay.
hundred dollars for videos
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah,
So you
two
have
thousand eight.
$32,000 in profit, right? Which is like,
Yeah,
it's super awesome, man. That's like
yeah,
above, I think, 95% profit margin, as far as I know,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is super,
yeah.
super cool. And
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna get this with any other business model, man. And you
Like
know
no,
what
no, no.
the coolest thing is? these exact videos, like many of these videos are evergreen, so they continue to get views, right?
They
Even if it's
continue,
just a
yeah,
few thousand, they continue to get
yeah,
views,
yeah.
right?
For example, I give you an example. There is a video I posted, I think October.
Hmm.
The video made more than $3,000 this March alone, last month.
So you
The video
posted
was posted,
last
yeah,
year, October.
yes, and the video came back and bring in a return on investment of $2,000,
Man, that's
2,000
awesome.
plus actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
and
posted a video. Yeah.
that
So
video now is the video now is I think maybe let me show you. The video now is I think 7,000 plus.
yeah. So you
Video
literally
is
you posted a video last year, October, and that video made you $3,000 this month.
yes, hopefully, yes, roughly 3,000. Wait, I think let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me look for the video and show you.
And I just guess like that's like the power
Yes,
of
yes,
YouTube.
25th. Yeah, look at it, 25th. Yes, it's 25th November. I show you this video. 8,000 plus. Look at it.
Man,
You
that's
see, plus
insane.
I don't even know. You see, and when
Yeah.
I posted, so the video is now 500. And you see, I don't even know. The last time I checked was 400,000 views. I don't even check. I
But
don't
that's
even check.
awesome, man. That's super cool. Okay, so can I quickly ask you how much do you spend for this video, like in for this video to be produced?
This video, like, let me break your heart, huh? This video is done by Nigerian editors.
Uh-huh.
And if you check, I spent below below $30.
So you spent below $30 and you made
Yeah, yes,
8,831.
yes, because I paid this is 28 minutes video for my
Yeah,
Nigerian editors, 15 minutes for 20,000, 20,000 for 25,000. Then like this video is 28,000, let me 28 minutes, let me say 35,000 naira or 36,000 naira.
yeah.
So
Man,
it's below $30, you know.
man, that's insane. Just
Yeah,
quickly imagine like the profit margins you have with YouTube and like the potential return on investment. I mean, you spent
yes,
$30, under $30 on this video. It made you $8,800. And it's still
yeah,
going. It's still going.
yeah. So that's the good news. I think the royalties, I think I'm getting royalties like celebrity, artist.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, would you mind? Let's maybe open up your most viewed video, and just have a look like how
Yes,
many views does it have, how
yes,
much money you made for that video.
yes.
That
I
would be
think
super cool. Yeah,
yes, see,
so this is your most viewed video, right? With
yeah,
1.1 million views.
yeah, published 23rd of October 2024.
Yeah, and it generated almost $15,000. And again, what did you spend for this video? Also under $30?
Yeah, under $30. All these videos are made by my Nigerian editors.
Yeah, man, that's
All
insane.
the yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay, awesome, man.
now I'm working with three guys from Fiverr.
Hmm.
Like if you check the March analytics for the month of March, I posted 51 videos and 51 videos. That's what I posted in the month of March.
Yeah,
So these 2 days posting, these twice a day posting helped me a lot.
yeah,
So
yeah,
posting twice, yeah, it really helped me a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
Man, awesome. So definitely profitable with this video. So now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
lastly, let's have a look at like, hey, what's your lifetime revenue? And maybe you roundabout know or have an estimated number how much you actually spent on this channel, so we can kind of just calculate your profit margin. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you made $122,000 with this channel until now in the last 6 months, right? Roundabout.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So you made $122,000 with this channel until now, which is extremely strong, man. And do you roundabout know like what you spent on this channel until now?
Wow. I don't serious. Like this channel is worth more than $200,000. If you want to sell this, if you want to sell this channel now, you can sell it maybe Yeah, wow, I never believed this.
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ.
if you would want to sell the channel, you'd probably be able to sell it for like $300,000-$400,000.
Yes, yes, absolutely, because this is a 10K above channel
Yeah,
every
yeah,
month.
yeah.
Wow.
But like how much
Seriously?
how much
Wow.
did you spend on the channel until now, like for content creation?
Like,
Is it
like
under?
if
Yeah?
you check now below, if you check the loss, profit and loss now, if you check the loss, the money I spent before before stardom, before success,
Hmm.
there may be 4 million. 4 million is below uh $3,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
due to the inflation and all that is
yeah,
maybe $3,000. Yeah,
yeah,
$3,000 loss before the channel got its peak and blew up. So I would
yeah,
say $3,000 to $4,000. Yeah,
yeah.
say
That's
three to four
insane.
thousand dollars.
That's insane, man. How has your life changed since starting to work with me and like building YouTube channels, faceless YouTube channels? How
Yeah,
has your life changed?
my life changed for the better, and I have this hope. I have this hope to do it on my own here in Nigeria. I'm even surprised you are still in Africa. You understand? Although the country you have German heritage and all that,
Mhm.
which I don't very soon I will come. It's just a free visa. So I have this peace. I have this fulfillment. I'm not yet fulfilled. This is just the starting point. I want to have 3, 4 channels, making like 50, 60,000 every month.
Mhm.
You know that yes, you can, like now, even with the revenue, I venture into real estate, got some landed properties, doing land banking. Yes, you also sold one land yesterday now, which revenue from YouTube. I did land banking, bought the land I bought the land $10,000. And if you check, I sold it for $18,000.
Mhm.
So you see, land here, I'm in a big city here in Asaba, in South. So that is the investment part of, you can't just get money and just squander it. No, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen life and I've suffered, so I have to think ahead. So I have this fulfillment, I have this confidence that I can do it. You really gave me that spirit. I
Mhm.
never believed I can be at this stage. My mind was, you know what? If you have a big dream and you work towards your dream, the result will be magnificent. So
Yeah.
I always believe, and I'm not eager to win. I'm not. I'm not in a haste. I do everything patient. Even while I was losing, I said no. I'm going to get there. So that's one medicine I might have to have.
Yeah.
Even in this, as you venture into YouTube, you have to be patient. You can't
Yeah.
just say, why is my channel not performing? And then you give up. That is
Mhm.
a big mistake because you might be a few steps away from your channel blowing up.
Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
check before this channel blew up, we have a 3 months community guideline strike. I mean, 3 months community strike warning. Even that September up till October, we have 3 months community warning strike. Yet it was through those months that the channel got its feet, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, wow, okay, I know what is working now.
Thanks for the answer, man. Now, last question. What would you tell someone who's on the fence of working with me, starting with YouTube automation? What would you tell them? Yeah.
Yeah, first thing I'll tell them, look, uh, this is a lifetime career, even when it's a lifetime career. When you go into this, please make up your mind. You have to be serious. You have to be this and consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to you have to dedicate your time dedication, consistency. You can't just post one video a week and expect your channel to blow. You understand? You have to also give your channel time because if you don't give your channel time, the channel will not give you time. Let me put it that way.
Hmm.
So be serious, be focused, be consistency, and also have faith. Also, I would say have faith because if you don't have faith, you might not know what to do.
Yeah.
If you are not consistent, you might not know the trending topics. If you see now, every day I do topic research. Even while as I speak to you, I have some videos I'm dropping. Oh, I'm going to remake this video. I'm going to remake this video. All the videos I make are all videos from competitor.
Hmm.
If competitor do 25 minutes, I will do 35. If competitor do 30, I'll do 40. So YouTube already might say, oh, this video now, let me push it.
Yeah, yeah,
So that is what I tell them. Consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to also keep some funds. You know, like yesterday now, the other guy that subscribed in Dubai, Ola, I told you, look, just keep some funds. This fund is okay. This $1,000 is for videos, good videos. You and also you try and also be learn what, study the course, and also put in more effort for you to learn. If you see now, I learn. Let me say I'm doing the managerial aspect now. I have the people that do video, they do thumbnail also.
hmm
So I pay them video and thumbnail. So their own is to give me video, I schedule and I post. Then also the management thing is all the management is the main work because you have to be overseeing the progress of your channel.
yeah,
Without that, it's not about posting. It's not about taking video and post. You have to do good managerial job.
yeah, yeah,
This video is not working. You do testing or you do some re-optimization. I do re-optimization also.
yeah,
There's a video that is more than 100,000 views now. When I posted it, it struggled to get 10,000. I said, okay, I clean all the keyword, but I use another keyword, and some of the keyword got rank, about 6 to 7 keyword got rank, and then the video blew up.
yeah,
So these are yes. So someone that is venturing into YT university program should have this. This is a long run.
hmm
It's not something you expect to blow now. Although there are some very lucky few people, when they start next week, they just blow up
yeah,
next month,
yeah,
So, but have it in mind that this is going to be a long run something, but you are going to get it right. That's what
yeah,
I believe.
yeah. And
Yes.
what would you tell someone who's on the fence of like joining the YTA university or even just working with me? Um,
Yeah, I will tell them to please trust. First of all, you have to believe and trust. You have to trust in the mentor, Steffen Miro. You have to trust him, and also YT University is a is a community where you meet other YouTubers. You share one thing, share one common goal. So when you join, you have this sense of belonging. You meet people that you can ask questions, and you have a community where you'll be able to talk directly with a mentor. So there is no room for fear. There is no room for, oh, will I get scammed? No, 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 no. With the success we have so far, I don't believe anyone have ever complained that
mhm.
his or channel is not doing well. So I hear, oh, I'm at this stage, but I'm getting there. Oh, I'm at this stage soon, I'll get there. That is a good, that's why sharing monthly report in the group is also good. There you see motivation. Through sharing, you can get motivation also. So, for example, I share now, some people might say, oh, like Marvin said, I don't know, German is not, I say, keep it up, keep doing more videos, even in German language, the health channel might still grow. I say, you don't have to give up, okay? Keep it up and the result will be perfect.
Yeah,
So for those who want to join YT University, you are welcome. And I want to assure you that when you join this community, you'll never have the cause to regret because I also took the solid decision. I was doubting, but when I ventured into it, and success thereafter. So I also thank our mentor here with me. Uh, Mr. Steffen Miro, very nice and humble gentleman. And I want to thank also the wonderful people, the community, about five to 600 of us now. They're
yeah.
wonderful people. So I thank everybody and God bless you all. So you
Awesome.
are all welcome. You are all welcome to join us in YT University.
Yes. Awesome, man. Thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.